at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you too.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I just know we found something so wild of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground when you say you left.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
I am struggling extremely with mental health issues, and I am trying to do that whilst being FTFE, and unfortunately, talking to flat earthers is quite painful.
All right, thank you, Craig.
Law. Nowhere in nature or in a controlled environment can we ever produce a volume outside of containment.
What's that?
Has gas been seen or
what's that, brother?
Esta es una historia triste la que le voy a contar. Una historia triste la que le voy a contar.
Gravy make a splash like Pippin. Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody.
Chicken, banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you from the heart of dystopia, where we tell you to obey, consume, conform, watch television. No, we don't really tell you that shit. We tell you the opposite of that. How you doing tonight? I'm here with my friend Janusz. Janusz is here. No NPCs and placeholders. Good job. What's happening, buddy?
Never. That's why I'm speaking now with the people on the chat. That's why I left Flatzoid channel, because he's freaking NPC and placeholder, because he's supporting Synagogue of Satan, and by definition, he's supporting David's agenda. There's no question about it. Even he claims he's Christian. So that's why I don't give a fuck about him. I can speak with him on your channel, but I have to expose this kind of evil thing, evil people, because they shouldn't exist.
You think Flatzoid's evil?
Yes, I do. Yeah, because if you know that someone is telling you the truth, and that's the truth, there's no question about it. If someone tells you and you are not able to reconcile your brainwashing, then it means you are evil. Because if you would be from God, God would show him the truth. So he's not. He cannot be.
What if somebody's just really, truly mistaken, but they truly believe that the mistaken thing they think is true? So that's not that doesn't show intent. Yeah, to me, evil would have to have intent behind it.
Yes, but he has intent, because as I just mentioned on chat, he didn't want to reply to the video on his stream. He needed to twist the Bible later to justify his position to support Jews. And I clearly showed him with the verses of the Bible that so-called Jews are synagogue of Satan and they are from the devil. I clearly showed him. And so he found a way. So it was intent.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't speak for him. I'd speak for myself.
Yeah, I know. But we exactly are on the same page about the Jews. So that's why I'm not going to his channel, and I've seen other people are saying as well that they're not going to his channel, and I can't blame them, And I know that someone mentioned later that after my leaving and exposing him, he lost a lot of followers. So I'm happy with that.
Well, it's I was over there today, and they had a rather interesting guy there, Orion, somebody from Sean Hawkins's chat. And wow, what an angry little creature this guy was, man. He just came on there angry. Really, yeah. Something else, man. He had like this bulgy frog throat type thing going on. There's always something fucked up about these guys. Every time. Man, this shit's getting fucking crazy. I'm going to show you a prediction that this guy made, and we're going to see what's going on with that. But first, they said that there's an additional 1,000 Border Patrol and Customs agents are headed to Minneapolis tonight.
All right. And I will show you a video on which people standing against them, and they are taking actions against them. It's pretty good, man. When you see it.
IDF trained, man. You got to.
Yes, exactly. ICE is IDF. You're correct.
But first, breaking tonight, it's been another day of protests in Minneapolis following Wednesday's shooting of a female driver by an immigration agent. Tonight, we have newly released video from the agent who fired the fatal shots, showing what happened from his perspective. Also tonight, there continues to be a turf battle over investigations into that incident. And Fox News is told by multiple Homeland Security sources that roughly 1,000 additional Border Patrol and Customs agents are headed to Minneapolis tonight. Correspondent Garrett Tenney starts us off from Minneapolis with the latest. Good evening, Garrett.
Brett, good evening. This new video showing the officer's point of view leading up to the shooting will be a crucial piece of evidence in determining if he reasonably feared for his life and was justified in his action.
Shit, I've seen it from like 4 different angles now, including this body camera, and even per memo of their enforcement technique, it says that they're not supposed to even get in front of a vehicle or try to stop it or shoot at a vehicle that's fleeing or any of that. They're not. That goes against their whole protocol in the first place. So that's bad.
But do they care? They don't.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
New video obtained by Fox News shows the moments leading up.
And then the cop, you hear him on his own body cam on his own phone. He was filming it. You hear him after he shot her. He walked away. He says, "Bitch," or "fucking bitch." He says.
Up to an ICE officer fatally shooting 37-year-old Renee Good in Minneapolis. Good's wife is shown confronting the officer and recording him as he walks around their SUV that was blocking federal agents' vehicles.
You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
When a separate federal agent walks up to Good and orders her to get out of the car,
Get out of the car.
Good's wife appears to tell her to drive. Good accelerates and appears to strike the officer, who then fires multiple shots. Vice President J.D. Vance reacted to the video, saying it shows the agent's life was endangered.
If he'd been hit, if he actually got hit, he wouldn't have been able to squeeze off a shot. Think about that.
Exactly. He will be fucking rolling out.
Yeah, he'd be shooting upward or some shit.
He fired in self-defense. Shortly before that video came out, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey doubled down on his belief the shooting was a reckless abuse of power and that any arguments this agent feared for his life are, in his words, BS.
The ICE agent walked away with a hip injury that he might as well have gotten from closing a refrigerator door with his hips. He was not injured.
We still know that there's evidence out there, and we want to make sure it gets gathered and collected.
Today, Minnesota's...
Wait, he was injured. He walked down to the car that he shot, looked inside, walked back. There's no sign of any limp or trauma or anything else like that. Told him, says, yeah, call 911. And then he left. When there's an officer involved shooting, the last thing you fucking do is leave.
Yeah, never happens. Usually doesn't happen. But the thing is, they have to provide narrative, so global people will believe what's been said, not what they see with their own eyes, because they could clearly observe him that he was walking without any problems.
Well, see, that's why I even question, was this actually real?
Yeah, hard to say.
Did this really happen? Okay, I mean, we got hit with the Donald Trump shot in the fucking ear. We had the Charlie Kirk assassination, fake as fuck. How do I know that this is actually real? They're running shit on us all the time, and they're taking notes at our critique. We critique what they've done, and they take notes on it. Okay, well, if we do this again, we'll have to remember to put this, that, and the other, or whatever. But the thing is, I didn't think about it, but what's this woman's last name?
I can't remember.
Good.
Okay.
Now, I didn't think about it at all as being strange or anything like that, because in my area right here, that's a very common last name. Good. And I mean, I have some of my distant relatives around here last name Good. So it's like, I didn't think anything of it. And then I looked at it from another perspective and went, oh, kind of, is it a coincidence her name was Good? And they're painting her out and saying she was a mother and she was dropping her kid off, and they showed her glove box, which had little toys and shit all in it for the kids and whatnot. Now, it could be legit. Then again, we know what we're fucking dealing with here, right? We have to look at this with real objective eyes. Remember George Floyd, right? We got to look at this shit with objective eyes. Now, as far as I can see from what the film footage shows, she was not trying to run into the cop. She was trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
As would anybody. This guy had no identification on him to indicate that he was any kind of a fucking cop or anything else. The other guy just got out of the goddamn truck and started walking up to the car and said, "Open up the door, you fucking bitch." And what?
Attorney General and Hennepin County's attorney announced they're moving ahead with their own
could be legit,
investigations into the shooting, despite the FBI denying them access to key parts of evidence in the case.
And I don't think that if it was real, I don't think that first shot, based on the angle that he was at and when he fired, I think that this shot right here went straight back that way. I don't think this one might not have hit her. But I do know that those other ones got her because he fired right in the passenger side window.
You know what? It could be legit in a matter of killing, murdering her, but the situation could be psyop as well, because maybe I'm saying maybe it was planned to make a kill, to make a citizens uproar.
Maybe
they want to get something from it, so that could be the case as well.
But nobody's been prosecuted for shooting Ashley Babbitt either. If that was real, exactly. See? Yeah. This is the whole thing. You got to always put that qualifier. If this is real, then what? And are there any, detractors, indications that it might not be real? That's why, and I always say the devil's in the fucking details.
Yeah.
Now, there was another thing too. If you look in other footage, there was a dog in the back seat of that car.
No, did notice that.
So what happened to the dog in the car?
That's a good question. Very good question.
Them access to key parts of evidence in the case, because
what
it could be, like I said, she could be murdered, and maybe he was agent supposed to kill her. So you have psyop inside psyop.
Maybe
that could be. They are getting more sophisticated, so we can't really know all the angles because we are not insiders.
Look at this tiger girl right here. She's really
so fucking scared.
And women cop disgusts me, man. Really do. Nothing pisses me off worse than to see a really good looking woman and she's a cop. I'm like,
but you know what?
That tells me you don't have no fucking brains in your head.
But look, from this perspective, wouldn't you like to have a police force just composed only of women? It would be so easy to deal with them.
Yeah.
That would be better,
No, they're fucking worse than men. They're worse than
the
men.
feelings. Yeah.
They are. They're all caught up in their PMS and shit. Now they should have women cops, to make the real cops sandwiches and get them coffee and things like that. Maybe do some secretarial work, but no, don't put them out on the street.
Or like this, I can't remember her name. The previous one had a sex with 7 other policemen. Remember?
Oh yeah. Listen, I blame that goddamn Angie Dickinson and her policewoman show. I'm telling you right now. Then you had Cagney and Lacey. Come on. The fuck here.
The feds say they have jurisdiction.
I can't speak to why the Trump administration is doing what it's doing or says what it says. I can say that the ICE officer does not have complete immunity here.
State investigators are now crowdsourcing evidence for their own investigation with a new website for the public to submit any pictures or videos of the shooting. Brett?
Garrett Tenney live in Minneapolis. Garrett.
Why they changed the narrative now? Because they fucking seen the uproar. That means we have big influence, bigger than people can imagine. So if they see that society is standing against them, okay, fuck, we need to change something because people are mad. You have to take certain steps. So if you think you can do nothing, you can do a lot, but you have to bring friends.
This is we'll see more about what's going on. You have to the narrative was that she had all kinds of like leftist stickers on the back of her window. They weren't. They were parks. They were national parks. Now, why would they have to try to see? That's the whole thing.
They were saying left because it gives more fuel to the left versus right. That's why they bring this shit.
Yep. And how does calling out? See, I've done that. I say this is wrong what they're doing. Oh, what are you, some kind of a liberal? No, I just recognize right from wrong. Don't you? Right and wrong doesn't depend on a team that's doing it.
Right or left.
Wrong.
Exactly. But people are just, too deeply brainwashed into this shit, to see it in a certain way through the blue color or red color.
Yeah, they can't see that you don't have to be either one of those. Just be a good person.
They can't see fucking forest from the trees, they can't.
Yeah, just be a good person. You don't have to be right. You don't have to be left, and none of that shit. Take that out of that. In fact, quit feeding that fucking machine.
You know what? Imagine how world would be beautiful if everyone would be anarchist. Can you imagine that? Man, that would be freaking awesome. I can't imagine anything better than that.
Well, this is what people, they don't understand. They're living most of their life in a state of anarchy anyways.
But they don't understand that.
No, they don't. They don't see it. They don't fucking see it. And it's like, if I don't have the power to put my hands on you and because you for whatever and put you in a car and kidnap you and shit, then where did these fucking people get that power from? Who gave that to them? If I don't have it and you don't have it,
exactly,
that doesn't mean we could collectively have it
and give them somehow.
Who gave them that authority? How did a certain group of people get the authority to do things that you or I cannot do? Where did that come from?
It's only perceived authority.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's maximum what you can get.
Do I want to put my hands on you, Weedlander? I don't know. Probably no, not really. In what way? That sounds kind of gay, Weedlander. Be cool.
The problem is, we are being brainwashed from the cradle to the grave. And this job and everything, every single part of their community system works against us. So we are being attacked from every fucking angle, every possible angle.
God, yeah.
And we're growing in it. So it's really very hard to get out from the system, to start seeing this shit from the above.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of people can do that. But more and more I start seeing this shit.
No, I didn't. Fuck. Anyway. Oops.
This should scare the shit out of all of you because you're next. If we allow this to happen to other people, you do realize that you're next, right? I'm not trying to sound balanced. Yesterday really fucked me up. An unarmed woman got shot in the head on camera. And before I even finished watching it, I already knew what was coming. I knew people were going to try to play mental gymnastics to try to explain why it was okay, why she deserved it. And that's the part that makes me sick, because when I watched it, I didn't see talking points. I didn't see politics. I saw a person get erased. And some of you watched the same video and immediately went looking for excuses. Why? Seriously, why? Why was that your instinct? What part of you needs a dead woman to be at fault so you don't have to actually feel what this actually is? And then the lies, blatant lies,
he said no.
Easily provable lies from the fucking US goddamn president calling her a professional agitator. She wasn't. Saying she ran someone over. He was on the side of the vehicle. Saying the ICE agent was near death and had to be hospitalized. He literally walked away. It's on video. He got into his car and people still repeat the lies as if they were true. That's what scares me. It's absolutely insane how predictable it's become for people to abandon reality the moment that it threatens their identity. Do you realize how far gone that is? Do you understand how broken something has to be for the spin to be this automatic? And don't tell me that it's complicated. Don't tell me that there's more context. If this was your partner, your sister, your mom, would you still be reaching this hard, trying to explain why her death made sense? Or would you finally shut the fuck up and feel it? Because she had people, she had a life, she had a future that ended on camera. And now her loved ones get to watch strangers online twist themselves into knots to make her death seem justified. That's not politics. That's rot. What happened in Minnesota wasn't confusing. It wasn't subtle. It wasn't debatable. And the fact that so many of you knew exactly how this was going to go down, the same left versus right bullshit before it even happened, that should scare the shit out of all of us.
I will give you my take. They started with the Charlie Kirk psyop to see how society will react. And then they are switching to the citizens. And what I like to say, I quote Max Igan, he said, you have to pay attention to Palestine, because if you allow them to do it, the way of the Palestine will be the way of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it goes.
Yeah, man. Well, these are some predictions, and I don't know, some of it sounds plausible, but this is 2026 predictions right here.
Please watch this video.
So we can expect civil war in the United States. Then you're going to have the Americans start to attack Venezuela and possibly other countries in South America. So America is in for a bad time, okay? China, yeah, I mean, Japan and China and India, they're all going to have conflicts with each other. Also, what we should expect is that America starts to embargo China, meaning America uses its sea power to block China from accessing resources from overseas. And China imports most of its oil and a lot of its food. So if there's a blockade of China, you can expect the Chinese economy to really suffer, okay? All right. And then what we can expect to happen is America at some point will go to war with Iran, and this will destroy both countries, okay? Iran will not lose this war, but it won't win this war either, because America is just going to bomb the crap out of Iran. It's going to send Iran back decades. But America will lose this war, but this is important because if America loses this war, it's forced out of the Middle East. And once it's forced out of the Middle East, all its military assets goes to Israel, which creates the Pax Judaica. Yeah, does that make sense, guys? That's the plan. Okay, now you have Pax Judaica.
So at the end of this video, this professor talks about Pax Judaica, which is basically New World Order. So after the US and Iran go to war with each other, both countries will be destroyed. Neither country will win. The US will be pushed out of the Middle East, but all of the US's assets will then be transferred to Israel. Israel will emerge as the winner. Corporations and tech companies like Google will then move to Israel to create a global surveillance system. Right now, Israel has the most advanced surveillance system in the world. And at the same time, Mossad agents will be all around the world like they are right now, creating division and chaos. And for that, you need financing. So the banks from the US will also move to Israel. And the Israeli currency will then become the global dominant currency. Does that make sense? That is how we arrive at Pax Judaica, the New World Order. But here is the slither of hope that we have. So back in September of last year, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan signed a defense pact that had the language of a NATO-style alliance, which is something that no Muslim nations ever had before. This is what the West fears deeply, is all of the Arab nations, all of the Muslim nations, creating a NATO-style alliance. This would threaten their power, which is why they poured trillions of dollars to create chaos and instability in the entire Eastern region. Here's what's interesting. The UAE is normalizing relations with Israel, and that threatens Saudi Arabia's sovereignty. So Saudi Arabia is quietly creating diplomatic relations with Iran when they historically have been enemies. It is unity. Unity is the only thing that can save us from Pax Judaica and New World Order.
It's a Jew world order, exactly.
Right. Well, we're already the United States of America, right?
Israel, yep, unfortunately. Hello, Kabi.
What did you say? Just kidding. Hey.
Trump says he's threatening to denaturalize U.S. citizens if they deserve it.
Because
so
he will
does he
say,
get to decide how they deserve it or not? Or
yeah, he will say, you don't deserve it. Go. Run the video about the ICE agent in Charlotte. That's pretty good. I like it, you know. I don't know if it's freaking AI or not, but I think it's happening because people were really pissed off. So they are starting to taking matters in their own hands.
Oh, I see what you got. Yeah, hang on a second. This is one of those upright ones. If I have to hit the pause as soon as it comes up. As soon as it comes up. Hang on. You find a place to put it. Put it right here. Yeah, we don't need that yet.
Hey guys in chat. I didn't get to say hello earlier, so I'm a blanket hello you.
Blanket hello. Hello, baby, hello. You ever heard that song? Harmony, Elton John.
I probably have, but it ain't like ringing a bell in my head.
Goes, hello, baby, hello. Is this the only place you thought to go? What's up, Andrew?
Hey, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of unique perspectives and opinions on the whole shooting situation, but my opinion is never the most popular. But either way,
act the popular. You're entitled to your own opinion.
That's right, man.
Well, I like to play devil's advocate in some cases because some people are going to jump straight to it was justified, it wasn't justified. I just try to stay in the middle until I can figure out everything else.
Look, brainstorm is always welcome from my end, so
but I didn't want to derail to what Dave you were trying to do is the predictions of 2020.
We're just David's advocate, I'm sorry.
Where's it all leading to?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're only 9 days in, and shit's already crazy. So
fucking nuts.
I feel like we said that last year too.
Only 8 days in. So here are the facts that we know so far. I wasn't there. I don't personally care too much because it could just be another George Floyd, Charlie Kirk, or these different types of false flags or something like that. But the FBI is going to get involved, and it's going to be 2 federal agencies and basically investigating each other, and maybe even 3 or 4 federal agencies. I don't even know. So what's going to happen is they're going to be looking at all the video footage because I don't think any FBI agents were around there with. I mean, maybe there were security cameras. I don't know. But yeah, Dave, you did bring up a valid point in regards to police officers. As far as I know, I've talked to, I have a few friends that are cops. One is a sheriff deputy. And the policy they have is to take information in. And then after that, if it becomes a hostile situation, you never shoot into a moving car.
Right.
Because that person can all of a sudden their foot can just even if they're dead, now their foot is on the gas pedal. And it can cause like a massive, massive catastrophe of innocent people that were just bystanders.
That's what happened here. Did you see that her car? She just gunned it. I mean, when that dude shot her, I guess she tensed up or her foot went down on that gas, and it just went wham, and it hit the car up ahead that was parked on the side of the road. And
I haven't seen that part yet.
No. And hard enough that it hit the ass end of the car parked in front of it and moved it even.
So I got so think about this, guys. Last year around the same time, what happened around New Year's? You had the guy that ran into the New Year's crowd in Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
And then you had the guy at Trump Tower, his Tesla exploded or whatever. I don't think these things hold as much weight. It's all to see what side people fall on. Honestly, it's just a big experiment to get people. They're just trying to figure out, what side you fall on. And if you're one of these influencers, you get paid depending on, what jargon you spout for which administration. Everybody's looking for their viral moment, but to me, I don't know. I think it's going to pass by and nothing's really going to happen.
I don't know. They're sending 1,000 more troops, was it? 1,000 more ICE agents down there?
Yeah.
Let me see. Where was that?
And just elaborating a little bit more on the
1,000.
If I was in that situation, I can't even imagine I was in that situation. I've been in similar ones in combat zones in Iraq, but I don't know how people are going to react when he already got drugged through the street. I mean, allegedly 300 feet, 33 stitches, allegedly.
Yeah, 33. Yeah.
Or whatever. It could have been like 500. I don't really care. But
no, they did. They said 33. There's that fucking number again,
Yeah.
man. I was just like, come on.
On 33rd Street.
Yeah, at mile marker 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and not
Evidence-
only that, there was the wildfires in LA too. All this stuff, nobody even barely even remembers any of this crap anymore. This is what I'm saying. It's just another thing that's gonna pass by.
Well, yeah, it could be, but here's me playing devil's advocate. When it
Yeah.
comes to situations like this, when you start looking at the numbers like that, oh my gosh, coincidence, 33, 9/11, all that kind of stuff. Well, then what I'm going to be looking at is, are there any legitimate situations that are going on that are making the mainstream headlines right now? Or is this the main one?
Are there any other ones?
Yeah, I don't
Sure,
watch
there's
the
plenty.
headlines.
This is the main one, but sure, there's plenty of other
Every
ones.
fucking YouTube channel and news investigator and whatnot are all talking about this one particular incident rather than why is ICE there to begin with? You guys know why they were there at all?
Illegals.
Yeah, well, there was one guy they were there for specifically. He was
As I have mentioned before on the previous stream, guys, definitely you in the USA, you should look into the government when they are voting on now, because they're pushing something. 100%.
Yeah, that's what I look at all the time too. What kind of bills are they trying to pass while this is going on?
Right. So yeah, it's a smoke and mirrors kind of situation. You know, don't look at this hand, look at that hand, and
What's
it's
up,
just
guys?
a misdirection in regards to magic tricks, which
Look,
I've
even
studied
if it
magic.
was legit situation, they will always use it for their own benefit. For example, to vote for on something to cover, to use it as a cover for their voting and pushing shit.
Well, it's legit that shit's been going on. I mean, that they're being followed, that people are following around and being, you know, I mean, everybody remembers the fat lady that jumped in front of the truck when it was pulling out.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, oh, look, they hear the wheel. Well, she jumped in front of the truck. It's, you know what I mean? I can understand people just following them around and pulling out a camera and standing on the side of the street and just filming it. But when, but the shit that they're, hold on, some of the shit that they're doing, especially in Massachusetts, because it's on the news all the time. I mean, you know, they're going around reporting where they are, where they're going, taking video, blowing horns, whistles, just being dicks. It's like you're just putting yourself into a situation where something's gonna happen. I mean, that's what they do. So they're just professional shit stirrers. That's all they are.
I would agree. Yeah. Well, I don't choose a political party. I'm not right wing. I'm not left wing. But I think the left wing is way more chaotic and crazy than
than by far.
Yeah, it's not even close. But
Andrew, the better word would be unhinged in my book.
Okay, maybe that's
I mean, like either way you go, it's fucked because one side's all for Zog, the other side wants fucking commie. So it's either way it comes out to Jutopia, and I reject both.
Juma or cholera?
No, I agree. But when I'm saying I'm playing devil's advocate, it's if I were in a situation where I was at a political rebellion type of a situation, and then a police officer comes over to me and says, "Stop! Get out of your car! Stop the car! Turn off the engine! Get out of your car!" I'm going to abide by those commands. Otherwise, it can escalate into something worse, and it could just be something as simple as a speeding violation. But she was doing all these different things with her lesbian wife and her 2 children that were allegedly, she lost custody of 2 of her children. And her ex-husband has spoken out against this and said, yeah, she's fucking crazy or something like that. And so this is all alleged, right? I mean,
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, but
don't matter. There was no justification to shoot that woman in the fucking face.
Nope.
None. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about her reputation or any other such nonsense. These sons of bitches are out of fucking control, man. And they've been out of control for a long goddamn time. This qualified immunity bullshit that they've got, fuck all that, man. They just run all over the Americans every day, every fucking day. They'll shoot you because you got the wrong goddamn sticker on your car. They can't wait to fucking kill somebody. They're trained by the IDF. There's even IDF in the fucking ICE. They've been training with IDF for a long time. Police have been sending their fucking officers to Israel. They go over there and suck on the wall, and they get to fucking train with the IDF and come back here. IDF comes over here and trains them. Look, man, nothing's going to change until we start fighting the fuck back.
Okay,
now, what
so-
would have happened is as soon as that smug son of a bitch had done that, let's assume this is real. And as soon as that smug son of a bitch had done that, a bunch of dudes went in their house and grabbed their fucking rifles and put that son of a bitch under arrest.
That wouldn't have
Those
happened.
motherfuckers scatter. Wait till you match them. You wait till you match them. Then they ain't so goddamn tough. They think a little bit twice then.
I've heard some theories that some people are bringing up, and I think it might be legitimate. And they're going to be using this more like a George Floyd and Derek Chauvin kind of
Yeah.
situation, and like even Rodney King, if you want to go back further into the '90s, where when the Rodney King situation caused riots in Los Angeles, National Guard was employed, and so this is basically, I think, could be one of the first bricks to fall in regards to enforcing martial law. And if martial law happens, that's not good. And it's going to, just because it happens in Minneapolis doesn't mean it's not going to happen somewhere else. There's going to be riots in every fucking city for no reason whatsoever, because like if there's riots in Minneapolis during that's understandable. But all of a sudden there's riots in Chicago and LA and New York and Miami. I mean, it'll probably happen, but
Well, I mean,
postal employees have been told to carry that thing saying they're essential workers, like they did during COVID.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
And a lot of
on the
people are
back
saying, "Oh, they're going to do COVID again." No, they're not. They're going to do a fucking lockdown, but it ain't going to be about COVID.
Well, when I was working at the VA,
global,
in the engineering
global
department, on the back
climate
of
change
my
or something.
on the back of my government ID, I didn't have a security clearance or anything like that, but on the back of every single government ID, it says that this is every single federal employee, which I was, says this is a necessary, required person, and in cases of COVID or whatever else, I have to be there, and police officers have to let me through barriers and shit like that.
Yeah, I was non-essential.
No,
And Andrew, you have to take under consideration, because you were saying that if police stop you for the speeding or whatever, you will comply and get out from the car. But you have to watch more First Amendment auditors, because what happens to a lot of people is that they take you out from the car, they check if you have gun, whatever, and later usually they agree to freaking, I'm talking about normal people, to search in the car, and then they fucking planting drugs, and you're fucking done.
Well,
I got a question. I got a question. Pretty simple question. How are we supposed to stop the government, I'll say, if we can't even come together and figure out who's crazy or left or right? We're still debating who's crazy or left or right.
No, I know.
You know?
Well, we got to get out of that. People got to get out of that left, right.
I know.
bullshit.
That's the
Leave
problem.
the team, man. Both teams suck.
Remember,
Okay, it's like it's like
no
the
winning.
Cleveland Browns versus the Cleveland Browns. You know, who's the better team? They
I
both
realized
suck.
that. I realized that a long time ago. Almost
Everyone has
20 years ago.
Well, let me play Janosch's thing.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna head out, guys. I'm gonna be listening. I have to go for a drive, so I'll be listening
right.
in my car.
Have a good
Cheers,
one.
All right,
guys.
brother.
I'll be back in a little while.
Right on, Bill.
I threw one in the back for you too, itself.
Oh wait, that ain't the one. Hang on, because I'm going to show that next.
Agents across Charlotte, North Carolina are finding their cars with holes being poked in the tires. They are also walking out of their hotel rooms with their cars being left on bricks. And that's because regular American citizens are standing up against them. Not only have they had pew-pews pulled on them multiple times, they've had the hotels that they're staying in be called over and over and over again. People pulling up in the parking lot honking their horn endlessly to disturb their sleep. I even heard that they've been harassing the car dealership that was giving ICE agent new cars. Meanwhile, you have members of MAGA who are burning their hats and saying that they no longer support Trump because of his affiliation with the Epstein files and all the emails that have come out. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't stopping ICE and what they're doing. They are just pulled over a school bus filled with children. ICE agents across Charlotte.
God.
Some people are doing something good, you know. It's always clipping them a bit Always helpful.
So real quick, let me grab this.
Well, I just want to ask. I want to ask you a question right quick. Did you enjoy this afternoon over on Platz's?
Oh my God, that dude is such a loser. That dude,
Right.
yeah, I had fun, but that dude that would come on there was it Orion? What a retard, man!
Oh God, yeah.
Elvis was there.
But this is
So the United States Postal Service sends an alarming letter out to all employees and contractors. Letter signals that an impending crisis of civil unrest or an epidemic could be imminent. What do they know that you don't? Well, let's go over this. Just days into 2026, the USPS is issuing memos reminding workers to carry out all essential services, letters, and IDs to bypass travel restrictions. What kind of travel restrictions? During emergencies like epidemics, hurricanes, or civil unrest. Interesting. Government prepping while we're in the dark. The last time truckers saw these letters in our industry was during the COVID crisis. Pay attention, America. Now add that with the E-4B Doomsday plane, a flying nuclear war command bunker built to keep the U.S. government running if everything collapses, was quietly spotted taxiing and taking off from Los Angeles International Airport Thursday night. I got a feeling it's going to have to do with something with South America, China, or Russia. That's the feeling I'm getting, just to let you all know this. Could we be going to nuclear lockdowns, Cuban Missile Crisis 2.0? I think that's probably where this is going. Oh, and civil unrest in the country. So take your pick.
I threw one in the back that has something to do with that too, also about Venezuela in private chat.
You know, I don't know why people are worried about fentanyl when the biggest drug there is out there is this thing right here.
Oh yeah,
cell phone. I'm not kidding you. It's I don't have my
I already had this.
my notifications. I don't have my little dinger bell. I don't have my vibrate on. I haven't had that on for years.
Nah.
It's like I don't get back to your text right away, and people have had to like come around to that. Like I'm gonna answer your text when I answer it. I'm not on anybody else's time.
What the hell? What the hell, Cubby?
I don't have that little dopamine rush when your bell, your vibrate goes off in your pocket. People are drugged up by their phone more than anything else.
Well, if you get two phones and put one in your front pocket, cross your legs, and then call yourself a bunch of times.
Cures cancer.
It's exciting. That's the 21st century of the version of the stranger. You know what that is, right?
The what? Sorry.
The stranger.
The stranger.
The stranger. Yeah, that's
you
where
got a stranger. Yeah,
that's where you sit on your hand till it falls asleep, and then you play with yourself, and it's like somebody else is doing it. See?
I hate when my hand falls. I hate when my hand falls asleep because then it's going to be up all night.
Well,
that's an old Stephen Wright joke.
Yeah. Oh, Saab, I'm gonna pop off. Have a good show, man. I gotta go grab some dinner.
All right, buddy.
All right, later.
Flipping already.
Thanks for coming up, Raj.
Oh, no problem, man.
Here's another good one from him. If you're traveling in a car at the speed of light, will your lights work?
Oh, that is a good joke. That's an Einsteinian one right there.
Oh, I got one better than that.
Come on.
Okay. So you say nothing can go faster than the speed of light.
Right.
Well, what if I make a video of turning on a light and then play it at 4 times the speed?
Oh, there you go. You warped my mind, Saab.
Are those really jokes? Are those really
Sofisms?
Sofisms, yes. Sofisms.
No,
shout out to my friend Tam Cheville. She's got these books. They're fantastic, man. There's a link down in the description of tonight's video. She's got one on I've got the one right here. Well, I've got them all right here. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, and Cubby, and D-Man, I am to pass along information to you, both of you that Tamara would like for you, if you'd like to have a copy of these books like she sent to me. Get with me later. I need to get your guys' addresses, and I can send them to her, and she'll send you
Thank
copies.
you very much.
This one here, the Flat Earth Introduction, which is really good. In fact, just one hot second. I'll do something here real quick.
No, I feel shafted now. I'm not D-man or Cubby.
So this is her page, and
Nice.
I have the link down in the description of tonight's video, and they're really neat. They're really neat, man, and it's great. Like one of those types of books you could put on your coffee table. You know, somebody pick it up. It's not like a long, boring read or technographical or anything, but in each little section's only like a page, maybe a page and a half long. And it's just a good way to like introduce. This one right here is a real good way to just introduce people to it.
So it's got a lot of Newtonian Newtonian mathematics in it.
Hey, dude, for the price itself, $20 ain't bad at all.
No, and they're all illustrated with stuff that goes along with the chapters. I don't know how that's coming up on the screen.
That's cool. Greatly appreciated.
That's cool.
Well, later,
yeah.
I'm gonna
She asked if I would get, if you guys would be interested in having a copy of it. And most of the time she comes in here, she doesn't talk a lot in the chat a lot, and she most of the times, like, when she can't catch the stream, she's listening to us while she's cleaning her stalls. Yeah, so she's got horses. I'll have to introduce her to my daughter. Heck, maybe they travel within the same circles. I'll have to ask her if she knows P.D. Wright, because
it's a pretty tight knit community, I think.
Yeah.
Guys, let's entertain the thought that if I would be them,
if she's ever heard of P.D. Wright, then they might actually know each other. So I don't know. We'll see. Shelby McLuhan, too.
Right. Let's entertain the thought that this situation and this situation like that, if I would be them, I would use it to run the pilot program with the robodogs and the robot police, and they can do that. I would do it if I would be them, and they already definitely have this idea. I'm 100% sure.
So Trump just wiped out something, and I don't know.
Trump just took their collateral, which means those loans are worthless. Because let's face it, Venezuela's not going to pay them back. And China knew that when they extended the loans. That's what China does. It extends loans to these countries that they know that they can't pay back, intending to either take the oil as the collateral or some other form of collateral. Usually it's facilities like, a railroad or a dam or some kind of mine. So what Trump said is, okay, I see your Belt and Road Initiative, and I'm going to take the initiative and take the collateral right off the board, which makes that loan and your entire effort in Venezuela worthless. Again, it's a piece on the chessboard that it's a pretty damn big one. Trump just took.
See, there's a lot of little moving pieces behind the scenes that we often don't see, and that's like one of them.
So, Sav, how many countries since the 40s or 1933, that it's part of the United Nations that aren't minding? Is that what it is?
What now?
So what countries are not minding?
No, well, we don't mind anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Trump just said that today. Let me show you this. He just said this today. He said international law doesn't. Here's J.D. Vance. Hang on. Here's J.D. Vance. Listen to this carefully. This is scary shit right here.
Than any disagreement in policy. If you look at the people who actually voted, every single one of them have supported the administration's plan. Second of all, as the president, I believe himself has already said, every president, Democrat or Republican, believes the War Powers Act is fundamentally a fake and unconstitutional law. It's not going to change anything about how we conduct foreign policy over the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, and that'll continue to be how we approach things. Go ahead.
What the fuck? It doesn't mean anything. We don't have to follow that.
No. Can I jump in just for a second, Sav? I did a little quick search. It says that primarily China's Development Bank and Export-Import Bank of China has $138 billion in loans dispersed in Latin America and the Caribbean since 2005. And of course, one of the biggest ones that shows up immediately, Venezuela. natural resources such as oil and critical minerals. And by 2020, China had become South America's largest trading partner, surpassing the USA, with bilateral trade exceeding 500 billion in 2024 and projected 750 by 2035.
Dude, this whole place is running on monopoly money. I don't know what.
Yeah, it
anybody
is.
thinks.
It is. Whole house of cards is ready to fall in, man. It really is. This is just getting crazy. But here's the psyop they're running on us, man. This is it.
This is the goal. The goal is to get us fighting, to get us thinking that we, the people, are the enemy.
Hey, we executed one of you yesterday. We executed one of you yesterday. The storm is here. When we come, one, we go all. No one can stop what is coming.
It's really sad that both sides are firing up their side and their base to create conflict.
I would say that would be on purpose, right?
100%. It always
the division, to refer back to the title, divide and conquer, right? This is a divide and conquer moment,
right?
When they can get the people who see, because people can look at that video and see two different things, right? One sees a woman who's done nothing wrong and is just trying to leave or whatever, and the other side is saying, oh no, this woman tried to run over a police officer. And they're going to use this moment to kind of divide people in a way where now we have less in common. They want to make people feel like they have less in common, that the other side, normal people, are enemies. And it's part of the strategy.
100%. It is the globalist agenda to divide and conquer, because when we are divided, we're easier to be manipulated and we have less power. So I'm always against that on every situation.
That's what we've been saying, is that's exactly it. It's the divide and conquer. We need to get away from that. People need to get away from that. It ain't a left-right thing, goddammit. It's totalitarianism, man.
You think it's a coincidence that pharma's been doping people up with all these pills throughout all these years too? I mean, these people are going crazy. You know, we got more mentally ill people than any other time, in my opinion. I don't know. I can't prove that, but I think that
I
it's
think
true.
there's a lot of really crazy people out there right now doing some just bizarre shit. You know,
They just lose their money. They just lose their mind at the drop of a hat.
And they're so stunted emotionally.
Yeah.
They're emotionally and intellectually stunted to that of an adolescent. You know, you listen to these fucking idiots argue and they sound like little kids in a playground. They really do, or an argument in the lunchroom or some shit like that. They never progressed beyond that. And that's on purpose. That was one of the designs of the compulsory education system. This is what molded the society we have now, is public education. Keep that in mind. What's that on your shirt there, Russ?
Oh, it's from every popular
All the horror people.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like Freddy and Jason.
Now, here's what's funny. I'm not a horror movie buff. I'm not, but
I like them all right. You know, the classics. I know I've learned a lot of it. If I'm out in the woods or in a house, an old house or something, and I hear cha 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 cha, we cha 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 cha, like that, get the fuck on out. You know, these people, no. Let's go hide in the basement where there's no exit. Okay, yeah, that's a great idea. Go on, dumbass.
And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Right. There's shit. Listen, there's a lot of stuff you can learn in movies. And like this, I think should be taught in basic training for the military. Okay. Never, ever, 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 ever show your buddies a picture of your sweetheart back home. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. That guy always gets zapped. You ever notice that? There's my sweetheart back home with my little baby. That guy's the first one going to go boom right in the head.
An RPG hits him.
Crumpled up photograph in his hand every goddamn time.
A random generator accident.
Just like the black guy always dies in the horror movies first.
In reality, black guy's the smart one. He'd be the first one to run the fuck away. I'm out. Right.
That's how you know they ain't real.
That's it. No shit. Oh, I had this too. Yeah. Oh, this is on this. You know, there's more coming out about this Erica Kirk. Have you heard about this?
I think I got enough to know all I need to know about her.
She has an OnlyFans now.
No, it's an Arby's commercial. Don't worry about it.
Boy.
Ooh, get the cheese off the roast beef. Ooh.
Roger's gone, right? Oh.
No, apparently she was. They found that she was in a CIA training film or some shit, or in some documentary or whatever.
Say it ain't so.
Briefing the CIA about EMPs and shit.
Say it ain't so. Really? Oh, I couldn't imagine.
Listen, man, this shit is like so much a show. It's so much a show, and people are finding this out. All this other shit, but was it there on purpose? I mean, what the hell? How do people find this shit? You know, who's the ones that are looking? People are leaking shit out to other people. That's what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Right. Another interesting thing is that Call of Duty 2013 Ghost predicted Venezuela 2026.
Yeah.
So did Jack Ryan, the show Jack Ryan.
Well, that tells us exactly who's briefing Trump on his foreign policy right off the bat. It's Barron. Barron's in there playing fucking video games because I think Barron's probably autistic. I do. I hear. Oh my God! I hear these people go, "Yeah, Barron Trump should be president one day," and I'm like, I've never even heard the fucking kid say one word. Has anybody here ever heard Barron Trump speak?
No.
He might be incapable of speech.
Negative, sir.
It's just like, why? Because he's this guy's kid? What the hell, man?
He might just speak Vulcan.
I don't know, man. He's a Nephilim is what he is.
Yeah, he's crazy tall. That's a weird in itself right there, is how tall he is.
He's like 8 feet tall or some shit, man. Big kid, man. Anyway.
Hey, just mic checking. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
You were on mute a minute ago.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I realized that, and yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Bet you didn't see this.
The whole thing flipped, literally overnight, right after he found out the truth about his wife.
Now, when this guy speaks again, they speed through it for the limit of time. So it's going to kind of sound like the Micro Machine. So read and listen because they play it really fast.
So when I first saw this video, I didn't think much of it because the account that shared it is constantly sharing like bullcrap and just absolute propaganda and just this made up stuff. And honestly, when I saw this, I was like, this is so easy to fake. It looks AI. It sounds AI. Even if it's not, it's such an easy thing to fake. And it just kind of seemed like they were reaching. But watch the rest of this video, and then I will show you exactly why I believe that this is actually 100% real now.
People keep saying it was just different faith backgrounds. No, don't kid yourself. What she had wasn't faith. It was loyalty to this shadow group nobody talks about in public. The synagogue of Satan. Think Illuminati energy, but without the means. Real old families, real money, real power. They don't recruit people. They place people. And she wasn't a spouse. She was a placement. When Charlie figured that out, dude was wrecked. He told me straight up he was getting ready to leave her. Divorce papers weren't a maybe. They were coming. He finally realized his whole marriage was basically orchestrated. Like some dark force cast her into his life. And then, shocker, he's dead a few days later. And that's when the book changed. I'm telling you right now, the version they put out to the public, that is not the book he wrote. They rewrote whole sections. It's stuck in weird spiritual stuff you never believed in. They twisted the tone, the message, everything. It's a cover job, man. They're muddying the waters so bad that people are second guessing who he even was. This fake book gives her out. It gives Israel out. And it gave the people who ended Charlie's life a clean story to hide behind.
And so I didn't share it. And I just kind of thought, okay, this is one of those things where it really is just a bunch of propaganda, right? Now, that's not to say that I didn't believe what this person's saying, because I have been saying from the beginning that it is an absolute possibility that Erica Kirk is a plant. Do I know that? No, not at all. But I will tell you, even though I didn't share this video because of the way I felt about it, I just saw this video pop up. This is going around right now, and it is real.
You should know.
Check this out.
This critical information, and when we go over this risk analysis, they hear what we're saying, but they don't want to take action.
This was an unprecedented and sophisticated attack on an electric grid substation using military-style weapons.
It wasn't just a couple of guys out having a beer.
parties unknown used AK-47s to attack the transformers of that facility.
Top former energy official claims an attack on an American power grid was terrorism.
The Metcalf attack pointed out that
Well,
the
where's all the
substations
footage from
are
the
important parts
detailed
of our
cameras?
national grid, but they're completely unprotected.
We have 5 major threats that make our grid extremely vulnerable that we've presented to congressional officials. 1 being cyber, 2 being hackers, 3 being physical threats, 4th one is solar EMP, and the 5th one is man-made EMP. So the concern that we have is that we put out this critical information, and when we go over this risk analysis, they hear what we're saying, but they don't want to take action.
Well, there are 18 critical infrastructures in the United States: food, water, transportation, communications, etc. All 17 of the others depend on electricity.
So, yeah. Like, we know that her parents were connected to this, or are connected to the CIA and the DOD, and like that's 100% fact at this point. So, you know, maybe they used her for the video as like an extra or something, because you know she's just like in the family, and they're like, hey, we need somebody to like stage that they're briefing national security professionals on national security threats regarding EMPs and grid failure in the United States of America. Would you do that for us alongside of the head of the CIA and former energy specialist? I feel like at this point I'm taking crazy pills, but you got to admit, once again, it's just one of those things that's like, this is really weird. A lot of things about Erica Kirk are really weird, right? And the connection to JD Vance, like, dude, JD Vance's past, we don't need to go into that. That would be a whole other 10-minute video. But the background of JD Vance, the amount of times his name's been changed and all the shadiness around him.
What?
Things are not adding up, or maybe they're starting to add up. But if that wasn't weird enough, allegedly, there's rumor going around that Erica Kirk actually lost custody of her kids. And by the way, I didn't get that information from some like internet forum or some random account or something. Anna Paulina Luna said it herself on the PBD podcast. Watch this.
You're victimizing the victim, if that makes sense, because at the end of the day, she did lose her husband. She lost her kids.
Yeah, so stack this on top of the big, massive pile of things that don't make sense about Erica Kirk. And, you know, it kind of seems like it might be a possibility that this lady's a plant. And, you know, all I'm saying is maybe ask more questions. Maybe be open to the fact that she's not who you think she is. She's not who anybody thinks she is. But hey, I'm just a conspiracy theorist.
I don't think she had kids, Sav.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
She's Jewish
point.
Mossad.
Good.
That's why
Good point.
she was involved with the CIA. That's why she was involved with the children, because they always after children.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Romania.
The angels, where they stole those
Yes,
children
exactly.
and took their organs and all that.
Can you post that vid in the chat?
Let's think about that for a second. The angels of Romania, or whatever it was.
Yeah, Romanian angels.
That's it. There you go.
Yeah. That was your little
visiting angels.
They abducted children. Snap.
Why is this? This isn't playing over on Rumble? What's going on?
Rumble always has
Yo,
issues. Huh?
hey, shout out to
I
everybody
don't have
because
it checkmarked. I don't have it pinned.
How dare you?
There we go.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody because this is the first time I've been live on your stream.
My bad.
I've been in the chat. I've been in the chat for a while.
Oh, come on.
I think I've seen it.
Made some changes.
And
with,
I apologize. I haven't been on sooner. I've just been lazy. Sorry.
I might have missed my window or something. Nope, there it is. Okay.
I noticed that recently they made some changes.
I apologize to Chicago, Cubby Bear, and you guys and Saab.
Apology accepted. No time like the present.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Just don't let that shit happen again.
It'll never happen again. Never.
Capital is only present.
You good, bro. You good, bro.
Right.
We all get stressed.
I was.
Did
I was
you
stressed
guys
for a while? For real.
Did you
for
guys
real.
hear that they're going to ban the X platform in the
What?
UK?
What?
Yeah, they're going to ban it in the UK.
Wow.
I didn't
Ban
know. I
it
did
all
not know
together.
that.
Wouldn't hurt my
Boy, they
feelings.
getting deep with that psychological shit, ain't they?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hadn't heard that.
It's probably for the best.
They gonna
Who's
lose
this?
money. They'll
No,
lose money doing it.
They want to take away the rights of the
Just
people
saying.
in the UK.
Are you shitting me? Look at here. They arrested a woman today for feeding the birds, man.
What?
The bird,
What?
the bird lady.
Because you'll have her in handcuffs. You'll have her in handcuffs for feeding birds, and you're telling her she could diffuse that situation.
It's kind of weird.
Arrest the lady for feeding birds. You could have just tell the lady don't do that again and let her go on her business, but y'all want to arrest her for feeding birds.
Is that in Australia?
Bro,
What
that's not
now?
a reason to be arresting somebody, man. Fucking hell, man. That's not a reason for y'all to have the woman on handcuffs, man. For feeding birds. For feeding the pigeons.
It was like-
the lady's getting arrested
like
for
shooting-
feeding the pigeons, my lady.
It's like shooting the lady for driving away from the cops.
Uh-huh.
There is a packy
For feeding the pigeons.
mixing
It's
now
ridiculous.
everything. Fucking
All right. Tell the police
outsiders.
that. It's ridiculous. They're arresting the lady for feeding the pigeons.
I don't know
Who's
what
the
the hell
victim of that crime?
nowadays.
He trying to tell me the council.
They arrested
Fucking
before a
hell with
woman
y'all,
for
bro.
praying in front of the abortion clinic.
Yeah, they did.
And she was praying
Yeah.
in her head.
Oh damn!
Don't they know those are drones? They ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
That's right.
Oh, Lord. Hold on.
I just sparked the controversy now.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Okay, here we go.
But we get dangerous when we come together and think about the same topic. Just saying.
Well, they're out of control at every level. If you
That's
think
right.
about it, it's just chaos on every level.
He was released to deceive all four corners of the nation. So I'm just saying.
So what you are essentially talking about here is the United States going to war with NATO. The United States going to war with Europe. I kind of can't believe that I'm going to talk to you about the consequences of invading Greenland, but I am, because you have to take Trump seriously now. Nobody thought that we were going to be invading Venezuela or running their country a few months ago, and now we are. So he says he wants Greenland. He says he's keeping the military option on the table. So let's just talk about what that means. Here's what you need to know. It's sort of a basic thing. Greenland is a part of Denmark. Denmark is a NATO country. And the NATO treaty says that if any member is attacked, then all the other members have to come to their defense. So what you are essentially talking about here is the United States going to war with NATO. The United States going to war with Europe. You're talking about the US and France being at war with each other over Greenland. We can't sort of sugarcoat this. Like, that is what we're talking about here. Now, every NATO country would have to make a decision whether they were going to rush troops to Greenland to fight America. Some maybe wouldn't, some might. Who in the United States of America wants a war between the United States and Europe over Greenland? And Donald Trump, he just sees the world in terms of real estate, right? He's not trying to fix any of your problems. He just wants a ballroom. He wants a big landmass that he probably thinks is a lot bigger than it actually is because he looks at the wrong map projection. But you're talking about war between the United States and Europe. And so it's kind of insane that we have to explain this to him and to the American public. But understand that that's where we're at right now. The President of the United States entertaining an attempt to take Greenland by military force, which, by definition, might end up putting the United States in a shooting war with France.
You know what happened? Poland won't be part of it because Polish government will go to their knees and make a blowjob to America. That's always did. I'm telling
Hey,
you.
Sav, I got a question for you. How many nations came to the very first meeting when they formed the United Nations in 1933?
I don't know.
And so they had 95 years to infiltrate every cabinet, to use terahertz frequency to pinpoint some imperialistic so-called would be to certain people a deity and take them out and accomplish what they did into 2019 and show that everybody was on the same page and lock the whole world down, cause them to be afraid of the air and wear face diapers, which tells us they're all on the same team. But besides that, there are some streamers out there like Eugenie and North, what was it? Where all the three that didn't accept the that certain thing that you get put in your arm, and they end up like not breathing anymore. So tell me, who is it left that doesn't want to mind this imperialistic, like big government? Who is it?
Well, here's the United Nations in a nutshell.
Come on.
Right here.
Every 15 seconds, a home is broken into. That's why you need United Nations Home Security. United Nations Home Security protects your home exactly how the United Nations has protected countries since 1945. Dispatching to your house a team of highly trained, unarmed observers. Their job is to watch the burglar and take notes. His every move is seen and carefully documented. Then our 192-member United Nations Home Security Council debates until everyone can agree on an appropriate response, such as economic incentives. And if that doesn't work, economic sanctions. And if that also doesn't work, strongly worded condemnations. And if nothing else works, we will be forced to invite the burglar to join the United Nations Home Security Council. United Nations Home Security. There's nothing we wouldn't do for you, but little we can.
Yeah, but is it USA part of the United Nations?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have,
we
5
not
permanent
be?
members. It's
How
a
could
China.
we not be part of them?
Come on.
Rockefellers gave them part of fucking New York so
Yeah.
that they could put their building there.
So
How
this
are
guy
you
what was saying, nothing will happen because USA has a very strong voice in the United Nations. So nothing will happen.
No.
Who's there?
95 years.
It's
95
a China.
years.
It's a 5 permanent members. Yeah, it's China, France, Russia, UK, and the US. That's the main one.
Like a good neighbor, UN is there.
You want me to tell you what I think's happening? All these other little countries that new people come into power think they're going to buck the system with the UN is what it is, I believe. And they're smaking them down right now. They're getting them right. And they're going, nah, we're going to do it this way. We're going to go ahead. We had those people that, you know, that had these contracts that are in the U.S. government that's been with Venezuela for this long. We're just going to pull them out of your hand because we got this young group coming up that's wanting them. And y'all can squabble about it, but we're going to go ahead and take what's already ours because we claimed it in the 30s when we put a central bank here. We're going to go ahead and take that shit and we're going to move it over here to this faction of people that's upcoming. I'm going to make money off them because I'm about to die anyway. But I'll tell them how to do it. They'll go ahead and put him in Common Old Bay or whatever the hell that is, along with 6ix9ine. And we'll put that on the internet so people will believe that bullshit too, right?
We'll let him pack enough so he can change every place.
Yeah.
6 times. This
Right.
is how ICE agents wake up in the morning.
Oh, I can't wait to be a fucking piece of shit today. Wow, what a lovely, beautiful day to harass people who are at work, like the dumb, useless fucking cunt that I am.
Hell
I
yeah.
hope I get to beat up a pregnant woman. Hey, Greg, are you free later today? I was thinking me and you can get together with the rest of the gang and tackle a fucking 16-year-old teenage girl. I'm going to harass so many people that are just going to work. I gotta make sure I stay in shape if I'm gonna rip children away from their fucking families like the douchebag that I am. Hey, Brian, what's your afternoon looking like? Me and the gang are gonna get together and shoot a pastor in the head with a fucking paintball gun. I carry this big, stupid, expensive dork-ass vest to defend myself from the guy I'm beating up in the Home Depot parking lot. Nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask. Now they just hate me. Maybe today I'll get a DUI while my children are in the backseat. Ha! We did it, Patrick. We've saved the city. No need to thank us, America. I'm going to be a tool that drives this country into a civil war where millions are going to lose their lives just because I don't know how to talk to women.
Kind of dangerous.
He's,
You know,
he's
it's
correct in the essence.
Yeah, he is. 100%, man. Let me see. I had some other shit down here too. I forgot what I did with it. Oh, did you guys hear about that woman? She was doing DoorDash and the fucking ICE chased her. And she went to the place where she was delivering the DoorDash and ran inside their house and shit.
No, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, this happened today too. It's on video. It's about 7 minutes long, but the woman's freaking out. You know, what do you do? What do I do? Do I turn them over? Do they don't have a warrant or nothing? Yeah, but you could be harboring a fugitive. And it's like, oh.
What kind of food do you got on you?
Yeah, it depends on how hot's my food.
We need to negotiate here before they get to the.
She's in the laundry. Can we keep her? What is this? Did I see this? Oh, yeah.
If you've not been paying attention to what JD Vance said last night, you need to wake the fuck up.
Does that kid look like David Hogg or what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's because it is.
Oh, okay.
Up right now. We are living in one of the most incredibly dangerous times in our country's history since World War II. JD Vance went out there after the shooting in Minneapolis, where a mom was shot in the face 3 fucking times by ICE agents. What he said was before her body even went cold was that she was a domestic terrorist. What he said, what DHS said, was that she was a radical leftist without there even being an investigation yet. That is what the vice tyrant of the United States of America is saying. And on top of that, when he was asked about what consequences this person could face, he said none, because they have absolute immunity.
You have a federal law enforcement official engaging in federal law enforcement action. That's a federal issue. That guy is protected by absolute immunity. He was doing his job.
That is incredibly fucking dangerous. It means that ICE agents can go out there and shoot you and face 0 consequences at all. We cannot let this continue. They are creating a secret police force in the form of ICE. This is not anymore about immigration. This is about the consolidation of power. That is what is happening. And until the American people wake up to what is going on, our country will continue down this path.
From crisis actor to influencer.
I happen to agree with David Hogg. As much as I hate David Hogg, I agree with him on this. You know,
you gotta call it like you see it. I know there's people I've seen that I necessarily don't like at all. That, you know, if they got the right take, I'm gonna agree with you. You know, doesn't matter what side you're on.
Listen, they're trying their damnedest to get something rolling, and why they want it to start in Minneapolis, I don't know. Just like with the George Floyd shit, I don't know. But the Trump administration is now officially cutting off SNAP food stamp benefits to Minnesota, citing what officials call widespread and unchecked fraud. So because of all these, I guess, Somali daycare or whatever, now they're saying, oh, there's so much of this fraud and you didn't catch it or anything. What the fuck? You didn't catch it either. That money's coming from you. That money's coming from you, not from Minnesota.
Now, I know everybody's got different takes on this, but you know, does everybody like there's disabled people, there's all that are on those same benefits, and I know, like I said, everybody's got their take on whether it's right or wrong because it's taxpayer money. But I'm just saying, do you have to take it away from everyone just because you want one group to suffer? I don't know. I mean, I don't
That's
know.
what it's about. That's what it's about. And he's a mean-spirited fucking guy. Anyway, I can see that right away. He likes to threaten and try to intimidate. That's his whole MO.
I mean, technically speaking, and I know your son Ryan has said something about this before to me, but like you shouldn't even have SNAP and stuff like that. There's
No.
enough money. They've pissed away enough money. This government has pissed enough money away over the years that they should have programs already set up for people on disability and stuff like that truly need it, something, where they can't work or whatever the case may be. They shouldn't have to rely on the government for that. It's just this is where we're at, and then they become dependents, and that's what they want out of people. They want them to be dependent upon the government. So
Did you see the Taco Tits today? He got up from the press conference and turned around and went over to the door and looked out the fucking door to look at the ballroom being built and shit.
No, I haven't seen anything really.
God. This ain't it here. This is just a comparison of how he can have two conflicting ideas.
I can't think of anybody in history that should get the Nobel Prize more than me, and I don't want to be bragging, but nobody else settled wars. Obama got the I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. And by the way, I'm a fan of Denmark too. I have to tell you, and they've been very nice to me. I'm a big fan, but the fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. I'm sure we had lots of boats go there also, but we need that because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are Russian destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger. There are Russian submarines all over the place. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
But nobody deserves a peace prize more than him. Hey, I like him, but I'll bomb him. I don't give a fuck.
President of peace.
President of peace, my ass. I was corrected too. That was right. Somebody pointed out in my comments that the peace in our time was not the slogan of Woodrow Wilson, although he did run on a platform of peace. Peace in our time, that was Neville Chamberlain. I even had their country wrong. So, oops. I remember that too. But they couldn't have that. That's why they got rid of his ass. That's why they fucking got rid of his ass. He was trying to make peace with Germany, and they got rid of Chamberlain. Yeah. He says, no, can't have that. Let's bring in this fucking drunken war hawk, Churchill.
Nothing gets by chat. You always got to be on your toes.
Oh, I know.
God forbid you're wrong.
And now think about this. The president of the United States, he's like, this is a woman who's killed, but he wants to defend these cops so fucking bad. He has no filter, no diplomacy, none.
But there was a woman screaming, shame, 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 shame.
Shame! 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 Shame!
She was a agitator, probably a paid agitator, but in my opinion, she was an agitator, a very high-level agitator, so professional. She wouldn't stop screaming. I said, this isn't a normal situation. This is a professional troublemaker. Because you heard it and I had it. Now, I will say this, the news sort of turned her down, turned her off, because you're trying to watch. She was so loud and so crazy and just not normal. When somebody sees something like that, they don't go screaming and the same words. So I guess you could say professional, but I didn't think she did a very good job. You have agitators, and we will always be protecting ICE, and we're always going to be protecting our Border Patrol. But there was a woman screaming.
What the fuck? This woman was screaming, she's a paid agitator. Your cop shot a woman in the face 3 fucking times. Man. What in the fuck? You know, your guy with the 33 stitches.
Yeah.
Figured he'd learn his fucking lesson about getting around a car.
And they're all paid agitators. Whatever happened to Patriot Front? Oh, they disappeared when Trump came back around. Okay. You know, every one of them. ISIS agitate or paid agitator. They're all agitators.
Yes. Oh, here's our good friend Stu Peters.
So 3 million people have seen this on X. I put it on my Instagram story too. And why is it viral? Well, because people want to know what's going on with Erica Kirk's kids. Now we have this son that apparently has done 3 years of growing in 10 months. It's probably the Superman DNA that was in Charlie's neck bones of steel. People have been legitimately curious, like, where are her kids while she's jet setting all over the place, doing an entire week of Fox News programming?
Daddy's home. Take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom.
Ass-grabbing leather and glittery pantsuits, scripted town halls, pyrotechnics-infused entries, caressing the Vice President of the United States and conducting merch giveaways. Like, where the hell are this woman's kids?
But I do think that when the information isn't put out there directly, that's when you have a lot of these, well, you know, could have Erica have been involved in any of that? And that's why I'm saying, like, I don't think that she at all had any connection to that. When I see that, it's like you're victimizing the victim, if that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, she did lose her husband. She lost her kids. Like,
what?
She lost her kids. 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 Like, I was just with her at the White House, and she's, you know, that's anyone. If that happened to your wife, my husband, like, it's devastating.
What does she mean that she lost her kids? What the fuck is that about, right?
Probably
Yeah,
don't sleep, maybe, or real shit. Who the fuck knows?
Oh, this was fucking crazy. This is it right here where I said he got up and walked away. He was
That's
meeting
amazing.
with all these oil execs. He's wanting to give them all kinds of taxpayer money so that they can fucking go be in Venezuela. Now they're reluctant to go because twice they've had shit jerked out from underneath of them in Venezuela. So they're reluctant to go. So he's offering to pay for it. But he gets up and goes over and looks out the fucking window. So, I mean,
Jeez.
Well, I got to look at this myself. Wow. What a view. This is the door to the ballroom. Wow.
this is the door to the ballroom. He just went out there and looked at the construction that's going on. And it's like, what in the fuck is this guy doing?
I hate it's like you gotta feel even dumber for the people surrounding him, like all the people that are sitting around on the table there. It's like, why would you just sit around and twiddle your thumbs while this idiot goes and looks out? It's like, you know, CEOs or bosses, when it's like you're supposed to give them this, like, or even in the military, give them this like special affection or special treatment. And it's like, no, man, they're just regular people. It's like, why do I gotta act any different just because this one person came
Because
in
he's a
here?
general. Oh my God, he's a general. Who gives
Yeah.
a fuck? I remember one time, man, I was with this guy who was walking with us, and he was drunk as a fucking monkey. And we walked by a full bird colonel, you know, and I, you know, of course I saluted. We were right down by headquarters.
Hmm.
We were short. We were processing out. So we were going to be leaving in like 2 days anyway. And most of the time when you're doing out processing, you're like relieved of duty and you get to go downtown and do all your out processing bullshit. And everything's in a different building, all around different town, right? Most people just use it as an opportunity to go get drunk all day.
Mhm.
Deasy took that opportunity. That was his name. We're walk by this colonel. I salute. This motherfucker, he doesn't salute. We hear that colonel holler at us as we walk by, and we turned around, and he goes, "Come here, private." Deasy says, "Who, me?" And he goes, "Yes, you, come here." And he says, "Do you know who I am?" And he says, "Yeah." you're the head cook because you got a chicken on your.
That's a good one. But that went over well.
No, went over about like a fart in church. No
Yeah.
good. No bueno.
Yeah.
He was
That's
the
one thing
head-
that irritate me too, because it's like some of them, some of the officers, they would care, some would care, some wouldn't. Some would care more than others, some wouldn't. It's like half the time you're wasting your time saluting them. It's like, oh, that guy didn't even give a crap, wasn't even looking at me.
Remember
I
one
don't know.
time I got put on extra duty, and one of my things that I had to do is I had to stand. It wasn't really extra duty. It was just I had to do it because I wasn't saluting and shit.
Mm.
And I had to stand in front of the mess hall. And our concern was set up. There was a big open quad area in the middle. It's set up kind of like an embassy, and then there's this gate. Anyway, the door to the chow hall was right there. The dining facility was right there. And I had to stand in front of that and give the proper greeting of the day to any NCOs or officers that went through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm standing over there, and you see me going to parade rest and doing salutes, going to attention and saluting some, And here, the sergeant major was walking through the quad, and he saw me over there. He goes, Kane. He said, what in the fuck are you doing over there? And I went, Army training, sergeant.
That's hilarious.
At the time, Stripes was a really popular movie.
Yeah.
He fucking doubled over and shook his head and walked away. He was like, oh my God.
I know that I'd gotten in trouble for not saluting the general once, but we were out in the field, right?
Yeah, you're not supposed to salute in the field.
Well, not only that, I was doing guard duty, and they'd come up to the post there, and you know how in the Humvees they'll put on the driver's side, it's usually a private or something like that, specialist, whatever. But so they'll put the names on the windshield there. It'll be like private so and so, and then on the other side, on the passenger side, it'll be general or sergeant or whoever. Anyway, he was not in the proper vehicle. It was sergeant, whoever. Can't remember who it was, but. Anyway, I came up. I didn't salute him. And he's like, "You're not going to salute me?" I was like, I couldn't see his rank. It was sitting above above where the window was. Anyway, no big deal, I thought, right? Until later on, my master sergeant calls me into the motor pool office. I had to write this big freaking essay and do all this crap. It was like a college type punishment, about like the history of officers in the military, and it was so stupid. And then like every day I had to do so many push-ups like per day and stuff. It was just dumb stuff, but yeah, stuff like that. Some guys cared, some guys didn't. It was just like some people thought they're more important than others, basically.
It was like back in the day. There was one of the soldiers asked their general, the commander. He says, "Why do we wear these bright red jackets?"
Mm-hmm.
And he told him, he says, that's so that if you're in the heat of battle and you and an officer is struck or the guy next to you, the sight of the blood doesn't shock you as quickly. It doesn't have that psychological effect on you,
Mm-hmm.
And so for that same reason is exactly why the French military wears brown pants today.
Yep.
I got a question for you, Saab. Do you honestly believe after 90 days of boot camp of just meeting your best friend in the South, after a sergeant tells you that you're going to load a musket 150 foot across from a red coat and shoot each other in the face, do you honestly think that happened?
I find it. They say that most soldiers in combat shoot to miss.
Yeah.
They actually shoot to miss. They're hoping to run the other guy off and vice versa.
Yeah, I get it. That makes sense because we got natural law. I get that. That's right.
But
I kind of feel like I would do that too. So
I don't see how people could stand in a straight line. Of course, they had people all pumped up and everything, and it's pretty easy to do with brand new recruits, I'd imagine, because of the fact that they've been all pumped up with this romanticism that went along, like back in those days when they fought that way.
Right.
There was a romanticism to it. They didn't really, even in books and things like that, they didn't really describe it how it really was. They would use phrases like, "Our men fell like grain before the scythe."
That's
And the
right.
reality of it was a horror show of people's heads exploding and people
Yeah.
screaming and running around with limbs missing and shit. And it was
Do you
really,
think that you could actually load a musket salve at that shit going on when all you have to put in a straight one shot? Think about it.
dude, there
I bet you dropped.
a
I
lot
mean,
of there was a lot of instances, especially like in the Civil War and at Gettysburg,
right? Okay.
where they found dead soldiers with their musket with 3 or 4 mini balls stacked on top of each other in the thing. They were so nervous that they didn't even fire. They just kept loading and freaking out and shit.
And it got killed. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I tell you what, it takes I sure as fuck wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I used to do the Civil War reenactments, and I thought that very same thing, man. I would be out there and I'd be like, you got to be fucking shitting me. No wonder this went from Napoleonic warfare tactic, you know, with straight lines and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it evolved into trench warfare.
Yeah, I just
it literally the Civil War went from that to a trench warfare type of a
So do
situation.
you think that you would like initially, if someone was shooting at you, you would just go ahead and just go run out in front of them? Do you think that's all?
I don't know. It's hard to say, man. I've really
Like-
been in that situation.
Like, I think initially we know to duck, we know to hide behind something, and that whole narrative of standing in front of each other in a line and shooting each other in the face.
Well, here's
I'm
the
not
alternative too. What they don't tell you about that, and what the role of a sergeant was.
Yeah.
Okay. The sergeant was behind everybody. And he was usually back there with a command sword, not so much for fighting, but more for direction. Okay. But he was also armed with a pistol. And anybody that turned and ran or turned and went the other way, his orders were to shoot them. Okay. So if you run from it and what they would call cowardice, or squat down and hide, that was seen as cowardice, they would shoot you.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
So if there was thousands of structures that were here in America before the 13 colonies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly a fully colonized America. How real was the 13 colonies? And what did Christopher Columbus really come and chart? Did he just drop pin drops on these locations?
No, he brought a load of Jews over here, bro. I ain't kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you.
You may have done that though, but I mean,
no, that's what that whole thing was,
Yeah,
man. In 1492, Spain expelled the Jews. Where did they go? They sent them to this new America.
Right. Well, I don't think it was new though, so I think
No,
it was
of course
fully
it wasn't.
colonized.
They knew about
All
it.
those structures show. What if Andrew Jackson was in New Orleans? What if Abraham Lincoln was in one of these structures? Albert Pike was in Arkansas, and the Iron Republic came over. This is just an idea. It's a theory. And they took out each one of these states that was already colonized, and the last one they got to was Washington.
I don't know, man. What if?
The structures were here, bro. They've been here, man. They have been here. So I'm just saying, it's pretty deep. Just bringing that to y'all's attention. When it comes to,
It's obvious there was a previous civilization. I've already come to that. That's just
right. That's not even a question. You're right. That's right.
so. Watch here again, Janus, the two-faced god, which is what I've called Trump a million times.
Yep, 100%. And people often call me
Now we're buying oil
Janus.
from Venezuela, so we're making a dictator very rich. Can you believe this? Nobody can believe it. You know where
Hang on, listen again.
But now we're buying oil from Venezuela, so we're making a dictator very rich. Can you believe this? Nobody can believe it. You know where their oil is garbage. It's horrible. The worst you can get, tar. It's like tar. And to refine it, you need special plants. And Venezuelan oil, which is a heavy oil, very good oil, great oil. It's fantastic for certain things like asphalt roads. Best there is in the world for asphalt roads and other things. All of
First, it's the worst you can get. and then all of a sudden it's the best you can get. Hey, you know what? Thank you for reminding me. I believe for every drop of rain that falls. I have keef in the bottom of my grinder, if I can get
In
it to
matter
open.
of Janos, he has two colors. It's a yellow and blue. And when you mix those two colors, you have the green one, right? Like a poison.
Oh boy, I got some in here too. I'm going to
No, that's not the poison. That's a cure, man.
I'm going to put this on top of some weed, and then I'm going to smoke it. I'm look here. Oh, little nuggets.
That's not nice, Bob.
Little nuggets.
Christmas trees, huh?
They're nice. They get by.
Well, primarily this area already.
So this I thought was pretty good. You might enjoy this. It's
Hello. So man, how y'all doing? Man,
Not too bad, Jose. How are you tonight?
I'm doing fine, man. Here at right now, sitting waiting for a friend actually.
You're doing what now?
How you guys doing? I'm sitting down right now waiting for a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Yeah,
How's
I
things?
had to hit your mute a little bit ago because you had like the dinging of your car door and stuff was binging in on the show.
Oh,
And
all
so I
right,
had
all right,
to
all right,
mute.
yeah.
Yeah. So just like if you got something like that or a conversation, just hit that mute button or whatever. The Iraq war comes to Minneapolis is what this is kind of cool. Because I had to this makes some great points.
Somalis.
Well, it's not about Somalis. They could pick any group. They could pick any fucking group that they want to, just in this case right here. For the purposes of that facet, for instance, what this is about, and I saw this coming about. Everybody should have seen this coming about. Some of us did, many didn't listen. That with the Patriot Act and the formation of the Homeland Security Department, we set up the blueprint for a domestic federal police. And this is exactly what you're going to see going on. Right now, it's ICE, but it's still a federalized police force that's on the streets. What?
Are you saying that that there's times when the American government gives us something similar to the Gestapo?
Oh yeah, 100%. This is even worse than the Gestapo. This is straight up stormtroopers.
Is that what you're saying right now?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
They give you the hint in movies. I've said this a few times already this week. That they give you the hint. Do you remember the movie Escape from New York?
Nah, boss, I haven't seen it.
Okay, well, if you're careful, if you watch carefully, you'll understand that who's in charge of all that is the United States Police Force.
All right.
In the movie, right? Now that's depicting in the future. And I says they're going to go for that. Eventually, they're going to go for a United States Police Force. Now, with the addition of the Patriot Act and Homeland Security, getting everybody hyped up on terrorism, something that they had a very loose definition of. And in this case, where they're talking about this girl, it doesn't even fit the definition of it.
But I got a question for you right now. So but who do you think is going to push that? Our American government, or are we going to be pushed by foreign power to enforce that on American civilians?
We're already controlled by a foreign power.
Yeah. So
okay, we don't have an American government. We have a government based out of Tel Aviv.
So, do you think? So as we the people, where should we place those politicians?
Disregard them. Don't play into the game. Stop voting.
It's like, have you ever seen the movie The Patriot?
Yeah.
You see that movie The Patriot, right?
Yeah.
So Well, first I want to say that here in America, a lot of people, most of people, I hope anybody is you have lost your patriotism. But second, I want to say, do you remember the scene where where they're in the forest and they're talking about and two guys are arguing about this other guy being a free and being part of the army. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, okay, and you see all those different type of people, right? So, and now you have a foreign enemy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, me myself, I've never joined the military, but I am a patriot, and I see what's happening to my country, right? So, if let's say if I was here and Trump were to be next to me, would I place Trump with those people that I just described first, or would I place Trump with the redcoats?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Red
It's
coat.
you gotta look at it like this. It's that what is patriotism? Is it to a
patriot?
form of is it to a form of government? No.
Well, if it wasn't for patriotism, well, how do I say? Um, it was patriotism that pushed our foreign fathers to set up this government. You know,
Well,
it's what encouraged them.
no, they set it up and then they changed it.
Yeah, they set it up and
Okay,
they
they
changed.
set it up, then they changed it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but because they're willing to fight for it, correct?
No. We went from the Articles of Confederation.
Yeah.
Okay, you first have to understand what is a state. A state is a country. Okay, a
That's
state
it.
is a country.
Come on, say that, Saul.
So we've got a unification of the countries on the North American continent. Okay, that's what the United States is. It's a nation. The United States is not a country.
That's it.
People often make that mistake.
Uh-huh.
Each state,
that's right,
being independent and sovereign unto itself, in an agreement with other states to form a unification.
Woo. That is awesome, bro.
Yeah, that's America right there.
That's America, bro.
Okay, so we were under the Articles of Confederation, which exemplifies that by recognizing the fact that the state holds higher power than the federal government, or what we call the federal government, the central government. The central government being only a meeting place for the sovereign state to hash out the nation's business.
Come on.
That's what it's about. They don't have any right to interfere with any domestic affairs within a sovereign state unless those affairs are contrary to the Constitution of the United States, or the state in question, because the state's constitution has to at least mimic the United States Constitution in such a way that it can be a member state of the Union.
Yeah. I think, man, personally, if like this is just like my free thought. If anybody was going to like influence our government, it should be the French. You know what I mean? Because like the French kind of like helped us, you know.
Well,
but we're
they seem to be this is the thing about the French, is that they seem to gravitate toward a communist ideal, and they always have.
Do you think that's why they can't? Do you think that's why they can't win wars?
Well, they were pretty powerful in the
I know they're
18th
powerful,
century.
but like I don't think they won any wars like us. We're undefeated, you know.
Well, what do you mean us?
That's my patriotism.
Hold on,
talking
wait.
right there, man. My freedom.
Well, see, I'm
I
going to
don't
show
want any
you.
foreign nation in my nation.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna take your Kool-Aid away from you. What war has? Yeah, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just you'll get it when I tell you. What war is the United States ever won?
Yeah.
Well, we won World War I.
Whoa, no. Wait a second. I believe that there were many French and many, many, many British soldiers
Uh,
that died long before the United States was brought into the mix. So we didn't
wait,
really win
it's
the
World
war.
War
All
One.
we did was we finished off a crippled enemy.
Well, guess what? Like it was always the final blow that determined whether the natives were going to eat that buffalo or not. You know.
Well,
So
it's as you look at it this way. Let's suppose there's like a big brawl that takes place, right? And your buddy's all beat ass on this guy. He's a great big giant guy, man. He's tough as shit. And your two buddies get in there and they start fighting him, and they're both fighting him and they're whooping his ass. And then finally he's hurt. He's hurt really bad, but he's not out of the fight. And you jump in and kick him in the teeth and think, and then you say, I won the fight with that big guy.
yeah.
You
Well,
didn't.
guess what?
You
It's like
didn't.
hold on, but it's like I don't know I don't know how to explain it. You know, like um they weren't doing too well. You know what I'm saying?
Who wasn't doing
Um,
too well? Germany was winning until the banks
it-
pulled the rug out from under Germany.
yeah,
Germany
that's
was
what I'm saying.
winning the war.
Yeah,
Germany
but I'm
was
talking,
winning the
but
war.
I mean our allies. You know, like if America hadn't gotten involved, they wouldn't even have won.
Well,
Not even close.
wait. Do you know? Wait a second. Why did the United States get involved?
Why? I don't know, but
Well, wait a
foreign
second. Isn't that
interest.
kind of interesting? This is a war that was in Europe.
Yeah.
Okay. How was that any of the United States' business? How did we make it our business?
Well, maybe foreign influence, like now.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you have a right to step in when your neighbors are having an argument with each other? Or do you have a right to step in when a man next door and his wife are having an argument? Is it your place to step in and solve the argument? No.
Well, as speaking as an American, if I feel like it would be a threat to my homeland, then I would.
How would it be a threat to your homeland when it's all the way across the Atlantic Ocean?
Because boats.
Because boats?
Yeah, man. How
They've
do you
always
think we
had
get over
boats.
there?
That's why we have a navy, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's why. But
Okay, so why
would-
can't we? Why would we have to go over there to protect here?
So you're telling me you would rather them come over here
Wait a second. Did they come over here?
because we're over there?
Well, why were we over there?
Because I mean, that's just smarter. That's a smarter tactic,
Why
you
is
know.
that smart? How is the United States threatened by the Austro-Hungarian Empire? How was the United States threatened by them? How is the United States threatened by Germany?
Joseph, are you sure you were not in army before? Because are you sure you were not in army before?
No, I've never been in the army.
It sounds like.
No, what I'm getting at, what a part of that?
I'm a patriot, man.
Archduke Ferdinand or anything. Well, what is a patriot?
A patriot is someone like me, someone who is just
Mel
for the
Gibson.
interest of America. And if I have to, I'll fight here. If I have to, but
America or American
I doubt that's
governmental
true.
policy? What's your patriotism toward your government or toward your country?
I think what he's talking about is like toward his fellow man. So kind of, I feel.
Well, listen,
You feel me?
if your allegiance is toward your fellow man,
right,
and World War I was going into that was for the benefit of your fellow man, we should have gone in on the German side because the majority of the people in this country had German ancestry.
I think it was Mike Tyson that said everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the face.
Yep.
You never know what you're gonna do.
But see, that's what you got to ask yourself. Why did we become involved in World War I? What was what happened? How did we get in that? They're way over there. We hadn't been attacked. Nobody'd come over here and blowed us up or tried to bomb us or anything else like that. I don't know, unless you believe the Mandela effect thing with the.
Have you seen some of those videos where people get asked about the wars in the states and they just like, have you seen those videos and they just don't know?
No, they don't know shit.
They don't know nothing. Like
See,
how many
the
states
thing
we
is,
even have?
where'd that dude go? That dude drop out?
Yeah, we lost the Patriot.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. You a patriot, what's that mean? You just swallow up all the fucking gumbo that they feed you about how great your country is and shit? No, it's not. Most military actions that have been taken by the United States have been at the benefit of corporations. Okay? United Fruit Company, Exxon, BP Oil. They're not for what they tell you. None of that shit is. And you wouldn't believe we're all the time engaged in conflicts over fucking resources without declaring war.
Yeah.
I
The
just posted
people
the
don't
link to the-
realize that the
I just-
government is not the nation, Osov. That's the thing.
I know.
They don't
Just posted
understand.
the link. Listen. Just
You get what I'm
posting the
saying?
link. War is a Racket by Major General Smedley Butler.
Yeah.
You should watch it, everyone.
We, that's why the schools get kids when they're young to indoctrinate them. And that's
Mhm.
why the military get kids when they're young to get
Yep.
them in the military because they don't even know what they're fighting for. I had no idea when I went in the military what I was fighting for. It wasn't until years later that I thought, oh, man.
That's a good
until
point.
I saw this from a distance.
That's a good point.
The JROCT.
Well, what
do
about
that,
the
no.
Pledge of Allegiance, right?
Yeah.
Think about that. Just let's
Mhm.
dissect that a little bit. I pledge allegiance. What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's programming you to believe in something for a fact.
To a flag.
To a flag.
It's maritime flag, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Because have freckles,
a
or whatever it's called.
piece of fabric.
Right. Wow. See, they don't know what they're saying. All they know is that mom and dad and grandma and grandpa are really proud of you because you know the Pledge of Allegiance. What a little patriot, right? No, what a little brainwashed fucking sheep.
And everywhere
know?
you can hear all the time, thank
Give
you
me a
for your
minute. I'll be right
service.
back. I gotta pee. You guys carry on. for a minute.
So what other prayer would have been
I'll be
more
right
powerful?
back as well.
Could you imagine? I pledge allegiance to our all-knowing and living God that created the heaven and earth. Imagine that prayer. You get what I'm saying? It's a big
Yeah.
difference. You got to take God out the mix because we're supposed to answer to man. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. That's why they hid the earth, y'all. That's why they
It's
hid
such
the earth.
look at the hollow threat that Trump came out with the whole burning the flag thing. It's like, oh, you're in prison if you burn the
Yeah.
flag. It's like there's been so many people done that since he said that. That was all.
Cubby, you seen what he just did? He
Which
signed
one?
an executive. He signed an executive order to put Albert Pike statue back up, and it's already back up.
I
in
did not
Washington.
know that.
Yes, you go look that stuff up, y'all. We got to tell Sav about it. It's like it just got reinstalled, and there's a big havoc going on. Like,
Where at?
close in Washington.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
do you know like what wing or whatever?
No, all you have to do is
I'll look it up, man.
Sav executive order Albert Pike statue that was torn down during George Floyd,
Hmm.
and it's over with. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like that one
Didn't
came
know
back
that.
out of all the ones that they have taken down. That's the only one. And then they published it so people would know about it, right? Because think about it. Who would even known that it got reinstalled if you
So
didn't
what
see
was it? Was that an executive order? Or?
Yes, he filed an
okay.
executive order, dog. That's kind of like get it done kind of deal, right?
No, I didn't even know that
Yeah.
happened.
And
but-
even if he didn't, it was gonna get done anyway. Besides, who decided for him? Wait, let me retract all that. They just put it back up. The ones that were in charge.
where did it go in the first place? Like, what did they do with it?
They
when
tore.
took it?
Oh, the American, like the citizens tore the statue down during George Floyd.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's,
Oh,
I think
man.
it's like right on the grounds of the Capitol building, dude.
Hmm.
Like, and you know who Albert Pike is, dude.
Yeah.
I've seen his images. He looked like he would just like do something to his loved one. I'm
He's
just saying.
buried down in the bottom of the Masonic Temple in DC.
Yes, 33 feet below the temple. That is correct. Yep, on North 33rd. Go figure.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
coming to think.
I love that number.
He did.
I got something kind of interesting to bring up here.
No, you don't.
Of course,
You don't
I don't.
say, my brother.
Okay, so this is a question that's open-ended, obviously, but because I teach college courses, yesterday when I was in class, I showed up a little bit late because I had a doctor's appointment, and then when I got to class, one of the other instructors was just taking over the class temporarily. And when I came in, started taking roll, and then one of the students came up and said, "So, Mr. Robertson said that you're a flat earther. Is that right?" I said, "Yeah." And the whole class started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But he believes in Bigfoot. Mr. Robertson. And Mr. Robertson, Paul, we go by first names. And he's Catholic. Calls himself a fire boy or some bullshit like that. And so the class, they started laughing, and I was looking at all their eyes. What do you think the first thing I said was to the class?
Are you high?
No. About 26 students, roughly.
No, what did you say?
Why do you think it's globe?
Well, no, I said, prove me wrong. That's my
Mm-hmm.
belief. Prove me wrong. And he said, well, you can see the curve. I said, okay, so prove the curve. And then
You're the new Charlie Kirk.
I was definitely outside the realm of what I'm supposed to actually talk to the students about. And I said, if you guys don't want to participate in this conversation, head down to the lab. I'll be down there in a little bit. So from there, I proceeded to...
Did anybody go down to the lab?
Yeah, a few people did. Some of them just left.
Huh.
But,
Pissed off.
I don't give a shit. I can claim it as a religious point of view, so I can't get in trouble.
Right.
It's a little loophole. So if you were in front of a class of 26 students that, they trust you,
Mm-hmm.
they trust me, and then they ask you some off-the-wall kind of a question like that, what would be the first thing you say?
What if they said you're a flat earther? What would I say?
Well, what do you think they would say in regards to what is their main proof?
Well, it better to be the
They would
sun.
say science.
The sun.
What's
So
your
that-
model? What's your model?
Oh, they would say NASA says it. They would bring NASA. I would say that's a science.
I mean, that's what they always do. That goofball on Flatzoids today. He goes, "You're a liar." I said, "Liar about what?" They said that the Earth is flat. I said, "Well, prove me wrong." And he says, "Oh, okay." And he took his phone and pointed it at the sun.
There you go.
I mean, you got to be shitting me. Come on, man.
So good.
Yeah, so the point is, when I had this class of approximately 26 students, I don't know, something like that. So I have 32 students. Yeah, some of them left. Some of them didn't show up. So when I started showing them high altitude photos, the trickery of NASA, the ISS, and long distance photography, they stopped laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked them, like, who here is Christian? About, I don't know, 4 or 5 people raised their hand. I said, okay, look into your Bible more. I'm not Christian, by the way. I'm just saying that I've read the Bible enough to know and heard enough where the Bible talks about it enough. And then from there, yeah, people stopped laughing. Everyone was looking at me with like very intent details, and some of them were actually taking notes at that point.
Let me see.
I don't know what that was, but I'm just bringing up a point of when you're talking to a bunch of these, the average age of the students I have in my classes is around 22 to 23 years old. And their cell phones are more important to them than their personal safety or their cognitive ability to comprehend things. And I know this because I teach them. It has nothing to do with any of this material.
No, the cell phone thing is a good point. If you try to take a cell phone away from anybody at this point, a normie, they will take it like you tried to take their life away.
Dude, if you want to see something funny, if you're sitting with some people or whatever and they got their phone just sitting there on the table or something, just reach over, like, don't do it. Just reach over like you're going to grab their phone, and they'll act like you tried to grab their nuts. They will. They'll be like, "What are you doing?"
100%.
Freak out.
I'm going to share something with you guys real quick here.
Hold on, I want to show you this. This is some ammo. It's some ammo for you, Andrew, and for the rest of you too. This is the Samson radar system.
Let's go.
Okay. And long range and medium range search, surface picture search, high picture or high speed horizon search, high angle search and track, multiple target tracking, and multiple channel fire control. And it's mobile. Works on the S band. 400 kilometers is its range. 400 kilometers. Okay.
That's like 250 miles or something like that, right?
Yeah, and target sea skimming missiles, which means right over the surface.
On a flattened stationary
400 kilometers? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come
must
on.
be bending to the curve of the earth, you know.
It's flattened, flattened stationary. Let's go.
Yeah, so that's that right there. The Samson radar blows their shit away because that's a straight line of sight fucking frequency too.
LiDAR also is associated with debunking that, which is 1,500 miles.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'm sharing this right now at the moment, I think. Or, am I not?
I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, I got it. Wait. Oh,
Yeah, I'll pull it back up. Oops.
Yeah, pull it back up. I got 2 rows of shit here.
I got you. So I'm not going to try and hog it because I need to take some food. All that. Okay. So this is a problem that I've been trying to.
Oh, that's why.
To battle with a lot of people nowadays because cell phones are more addictive than all of anything ever.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah. Well, here's some evidence for it. This is just one thing, and I
gotta
showed
have that dopamine hit.
I showed this.
Can you say that first part again? I was on my phone.
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me? Yeah. So cell phone addiction is a psychological and physiological health in adolescence. Okay, so it goes into these days we have smartphones, smart cars, smart boards, smart everything. But consider this: if the technology is getting smarter, does that mean humans are getting dumber? Fuck yes, it means that.
Of course it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then it goes into here. So research has been done on smartphone usage and its impact on adolescents. Believe it or not, one of my students actually said, "What is an adolescent?"
Oh my
Are you
god!
fucking kidding me?
I am
Make
not
you fix
fucking
the speaker.
kidding you. No.
Oh shit! The bed.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay.
man.
Okay. On all adolescents from so many years, it is a new issue at all. It is not a new issue at all. But the increasing trend of cell phone addiction and poor psychological and physiological health of adolescents urged to write this letter. Many studies have been done using different human behavior as dependent and independent variables. Some researcher examined, I shouldn't say some, but it does go into the actual ADA aspect of the thing. Anyways, some researcher examined adolescents' physical health or educational performance with smartphone addiction and other analyzed physiological behavior and social relationship with mobile phone addiction. In these articles, this is a very long article. I'm not going to go on for the entire thing because it would be like a discussion. I'm sorry, a reading. In these articles, some of the latest studies were overviewed. The rapid advancement of technology has made many gadgets. A smartphone is one of them. And this is how it's in APA, because it gives you references midway through the paragraphs. People spend their time more likely on social media, do business emails, academic research, finding answers to questions, and playing games. Almost 95% of Americans own cell phones. I would say it's probably more than that. And I mean, unless like they're Amish or something. And 77% own smartphones. Around the world, smartphones were used by 1.85 billion people in 2014, which is expected to be 2.32 billion in 2017 and 2.87 billion in 2020. Such too much dependency makes us mobile addictive. Mobile phones make our lives easier, but on the other hand, it ties us. It's basically fucking handcuffs. Mobile addiction not only has physical effects, but also psychological and academic effect at the same time. sleep deficiency, anxiety, stress, and depression, which are all associated with internet abuse, have been related to mobile phone usage. All entities which can stimulate a person can be an addiction. Someone's hot micing.
Who is that? Hang on, I'll find out.
What's
I'll find out. It's coming on, Cubby.
what's it?
Echo.
What,
Getting an echo. Okay, we're good now.
Okay. This is the last paragraph from the reads. Okay. So whenever a habit is converted into an obligation, it becomes an addiction. Uh-oh. Just got a little tweet. I got to respond to that one real fucking fast instead of learning what I'm trying to teach you. Few researchers believe that smartphone usage and gender are not significantly associated. Bullshit. But anyways, it goes on for quite a long time, as you can see. I've read the entire thing a couple times, and it has references to everything. And this is directly from the going right up to the front, the National Library of Medicine. So there you go. If you are hooked to your cell phone, just understand that it is worse than heroin, crack, and meth combined.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is. It's worse.
How, you know, as much as I harp on how stupid the youth is, how much is that me still? Sorry.
No, I don't think so.
That's
We're
why
good?
I
Okay,
never
I thought it was
have.
echoing.
I don't
But anyway,
have, I never
you know,
will have
a lot of it
smartphone.
comes down to bad parenting because they're the ones that get these phones for kids. You know, they have the ability to stop their kids from having these devices, and they don't because they're pretty adolescent themselves. If you see some of them,
What it
especially
was?
around my age, you know, millennial age
Nah, man.
groups.
What if they were to just stop pumping the bullshit into it? You know,
What do you mean?
Well,
like let's say
Like
this, like
TikTok and everything?
no, it's like this, like how do I say? Let's say this, me, man, I grew up watching like X-Men 97, you know, the Fantastic Four and all this, you know what I'm saying? And then
Okay.
now and then we had all these badass commercials, and now we have all this. Once you could be on all these different types of TikTok and YouTube, and then you get this random saying, oh, it's don't you read this random page that says oh scrutiny against I'm gonna Shaquille O'Neal because he's not with he's against transgender. You get what I'm saying? It's like what? You know what I'm saying? Like keep the bullshit out of it, and the world might be a different place, you know.
So if I threw a picture in the
Mm.
back in the private chat of them, the Albert Pike statue was screwed up in the '60s too. Somebody went in there and put.
I definitely want to check that out. But
they put the KKK hood on it.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think happened? So on Wednesday, I teach online.
With the KKK, right? We beat them,
I showed the
and now they're scared, hiding.
same exact psychological study that was done by the National Medicine, whatever the fuck it is, the National Library of Medicine. And I come into class. I show up late on purpose, about 5 minutes late, only because I want to see what people are doing on their cell phones, because their cell phones are pointed towards the entrance and exit door of my classroom. They're doing nothing useful. So I said, "Oh wow, that whole thing I showed you meant nothing." And some of them said, "Yep, I don't give a fuck." Guess who's failing the fucking class?
The ones that don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the ones that don't give a
Just
fuck.
volunteer for that, you know.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you ever heard like the term "what you eat don't make me shit"?
Say
You,
what?
like yeah, like what they eat's not gonna make you shit, you know.
All right. Well, I don't want to go on to this for too long. I'm actually going to be doing an entire presentation just on cell phones, and I'm going to be utilizing this as a reference. But Albert Pike, take it away.
Albert Pike. No, I'm good. I'm not really worried about Albert Pike.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not trying to.
This is some of the shit, and this kind of goes into the militarization that I've talked about with the police, and this is all stems right back to that famous day in September in 2001. That's where it started. Snowball right there.
The officer who murdered Renee Nicole Good in cold blood has been identified as Jonathan Ross, a veteran of the Iraq War. This last fact is absolutely critical to understanding everything that's going on in the United States and in Minneapolis specifically. The first thing I think you should understand is something called the imperial boomerang. It's a very simple concept. All it means is that the violence and repressive techniques that are done through colonial and imperial wars are bound to come back to the imperial core. And we see this right now in the United States. I want to talk about it in three ways. First off, think about the recent events that happened with Renee Nicole Good. She was in her car. She was just trying to get around these ICE vehicles that were blocking the road. And that's when she tragically lost her life. And this reminded me so much
No,
of the various
that
checkpoints that are
that ICE
established
officer
in
should have never been
other
in the
rural
video.
Hey,
areas
wait
of the
till
world.
after the video.
In Palestine, for instance. And more specifically, I was actually thinking about the checkpoints that were done in the Iraq War. There was these checkpoints all across cities like Baghdad, and there the US military would go and check vehicles, but all too often they would actually fire and end up murdering civilians, just like what happened recently in Minneapolis. The second thing I also want to talk about, though, is the rapid militarization of police across the United States. This, too, was actually connected with the Iraq War, because as the Iraq War started to wind down, the military had all the spare equipment, machine guns, light armored vehicles, etc. And what they did is they actually handed over all this equipment to U.S. police departments, as you can see in this graph. And that is why, the repressive techniques that were used against Iraqis, we now see being used against Americans. The third thing, though, is let's figure out what's going on in Minneapolis right now with the ICE raids. This started off because of a lot of hysteria around Somalis in Minnesota. But what a lot of people aren't asking is, why are Somalis in Minnesota in the first place? It's because of the Somali Civil War. But what a lot of people don't know is the role the United States played in destabilizing Somalia. Twice Somalia became really close to being in peace, and both times the United States ruined it. First off, in 1994, there was a meeting of various leaders of the different factions of the war. They were trying to hash out a peace plan, and their meeting was bombed by the United States in an event called Bloody Monday. The second event was 2006. There was a group called the Islamic Courts Union, very controversial, but they were actually establishing peace across the country. Well, the United States didn't like that, and what they did is they sent in or encouraged the Ethiopian military to go in, and after that, the civil war resumed. So there you have it. These are the ways that foreign wars are connected to what's going on right now. Please like and comment, give your thoughts too, and I hope that what's going on right now in America will eventually come to an end. Thank you so much.
So yeah, that there was absolutely.
Hey,
I have
man,
to look at this.
let-
If that
let-
was real, there
let-
was no justification for that. Fuck them guys, man.
Let me tell you, man. This is what I think about. This is what I think about what happened in Minneapolis. First off, as a patriot, somebody killed a civilian in my nation. Because he acted as a tyrant to an unarmed civilian. So, and to defend her, what I'm going to say is, they want to say that she was going to strike him with a vehicle on the road. You know. Second of all, I'm going to say, this gentleman, this entity that is running wild in these roads shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Exactly.
So
As a patriot, as you say, that should be right off the bat. That right there is, you should be going, wait, what the fuck do we have federal
Okay.
militarized police force in our street? Why do we
And
have
third,
that?
yeah. So that's what I was gonna say. Third, that I'm not paying no tax dollars for this guy to come and do what he wants to do on this road and not have my tax dollars do something about it. Those people, ICE, the individuals who are in ICE, if they have these individuals blocking these roads, they're supposed to call 911, where my tax dollars go to move them. You know what I'm saying? That's how America works. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing too. Don't make the mistake.
What mistake?
Well, when we often say, I don't like my tax dollars being used for this, that, and the other. Well, let's not forget you didn't have a fucking say on whether they took the goddamn taxes in the first place, right? So to me, bitching about what the thief does with the money he stole from you is kind of dumb, in my opinion. It is. It'd be like somebody robs you and steals your money from you, and then you don't like what he did with the money, and you're going to complain about it. It's like it don't matter. He done stole it from you. Fuck you.
I'm gonna paint you a really nice picture. You don't think before the Boston Tea Party occurred, you don't think those individuals who dressed up as Indians talked about it as us Americans talking about it now? You know?
Oh, there were many, many, many people talking about it.
Yeah.
The rumblings were high. Yeah.
So now we have these people. I don't know, man. That's, how do I say? What would our founding fathers say about this? You know?
Oh, I know what Thomas Jefferson would say.
What would he say?
He would say, "The tree of liberty needs to be replenished with the blood of patriots and tyrants alike."
Well, how do I say this? In these times, man, yes, but we have to move like Swamp Fox, you know?
Jose, did you come to the United States? Were you born here? Or
Yeah,
did
I
you
was
come
born here. I'm American, man. My flag is red, white, and blue. But my ethnicity, our flag has an eagle eating a snake.
Cool.
Do you think when they asked George Washington for his ID, he just flipped them a quarter?
Or a dollar bill?
Who, Washington?
Well,
Well, if you look at
that's a great one.
If you pay, if you pay close attention to the $2 bill, them individuals were sitting down talking about stuff for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So
they were looking at porn.
What do you guys think is going to happen?
See, we can't bring up porn. That's bad. That's not good for us Americans. You know, us Americans, we believe in getting a wife and having children. We don't play with our meat like these porn industries want us to do. You know, we don't do that.
Oh, porn is evil. It's a Jewish-controlled fucking cabal.
Oh, there you go. Strike. All the pins went down.
When it comes to this whole situation, I think there's going to be certain things that are going to get more extreme from now. And I do agree with Dave that I don't necessarily agree that Trump is going to make it all the way through. JD Vance.
He will because as a patriot, no one will move.
No, he's going to die of natural causes.
No, I doubt it, man. These people have all this.
He's getting worse. Did you see him get up and go over to look out? Dude, his own wife told him that he's acting like an embarrassment.
Well, because the people are upset, you know.
I mean, for real, this guy.
She's a foreign. She was like a foreign born, you know.
I mean, and think about the dumb shit he does in the first place. Come out there looking like he's jacking off two dicks while he's dancing to the YMCA song, you know, like this, and then that's a gay anthem in the first damn place.
Why don't they just hand him some shake weights?
Hey, but I'm pretty sure he's better than Camilla, though. You know, we can't have Camilla right now while the world is at war. You know, we can't have a woman in office.
Matter. You have to understand. Doesn't matter if it's Kamala, if it's Trump, if it's Biden, be that whatever. Doesn't matter, man.
No, it does.
Agenda always goes through because he's only fucking puppet.
They're all doing the same thing. It's all the same game.
Exactly.
What part of Netanyahu runs your country don't you get?
Exactly.
No, I mean, I don't know who doesn't get it, but a lot of people don't see it.
No, Netanyahu, man. Netanyahu, the Israeli little beady-eyed fuck rat face, right? He runs the United States. Israel runs the United States.
Isn't it crazy that we allow that because they say that they're God's chosen people?
This fucker is from Poland.
I can't understand when two people are talking at the same fucking time.
Go ahead, man. I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
Go on.
Oh,
as a patriot, you need to hit your mute button from time to time.
As a patriot?
As a patriot.
It's your patriotic duty.
I'm an anarchist, so take from that what you will.
Then you cannot be trusted. But you see, but that's just the way it is, you know.
What'd you say about cannot be trusted? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm a patriot, and you're telling me you're an anarchist. So
yeah.
So
What makes you a
What's the
patriot?
biggest problem? What's the biggest problem in our country right now?
right now,
Yeah,
you want me to be honest?
the biggest problem.
Hopefully.
No, just lied.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was hoping
be
you'd tell
honest.
me a lie.
Honestly, man, it's
For fuck's sake.
it's just racism, bro. To be
It's
honest.
government. Who
My
foments
bad.
racism? Government. Okay. Who's the biggest drug dealer? Government. Who
Yeah.
steals your fucking money and does all kinds of crazy nonsensical shit with it? It's government.
Who
right?
brings
So
huge
your
amount
biggest
of money?
biggest problem is government, right?
Yeah.
It always is. It always is. Has government done anything for you today? What have they done for you? How did your government benefit you in any way, shape, or form today?
In a lot of ways,
How?
like for instance, I'm Hispanic, we
Yeah.
don't come, so I'm first generation born here, so
So?
so I had to grow up off of housing and food
Mhm.
stamps and all that,
Why?
because I was first generation born here.
Okay. Well, what does that have to? Why would that mean you have to be on housing and government assistance?
Because when people come over here from foreign nations, they can't get the best jobs,
Well, then why did they come here?
because it's their will.
Yeah, but I mean, why?
But
Would you go? Would you
why did
go and
why
live
did you
somewhere?
why did you get
Wait
why
a
did
second.
your
Would
people
you go
come
to
here,
live
Fletcher?
somewhere where you don't have a house,
Fletcher,
you don't
why
have
did
a
your people
job?
get here?
No, wait a
Why did
second.
Okay,
So
let him speak, please.
let me
All right.
finish. Okay. So would this migration here still have happened if you weren't given these things? What would they have done if they hadn't been given these things? Would they have still come here?
If that's their will, I have no idea.
Of course
But
not. Of course they
okay,
won't. Okay.
yeah.
So here's another
Well,
thing you have to
okay,
realize.
okay. Now let me speak.
Anything that you receive from government was stolen from other people. You realize that, right? So
Nah,
in
wasn't.
order for you to get that, this government had to steal that money from someone else in order for you to get those things. Do you understand that?
No, but for
Where did
instance,
the money come from then?
why did your people stay here?
Don't
What do you
answer a
mean?
question with a question.
You
That's
get me? No. Well, I
you're
mean,
not answering the question.
all right. Ask me, and then you answer mine.
Okay, so where did where did the money come from that supported you to be here?
My government.
Huh?
My government.
Where did the government get that money?
From the treasury.
No, where'd the treasury get it?
From taxes.
What are taxes?
Taxes that we pay to make our communities a lot better.
Whoa, hold on.
Whoa, no, no, no,
You're-
no, 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 no. I didn't ask you what you thought their purpose was. Do you have a choice to either pay the taxes or not pay the taxes? Do you have that choice?
Do you like driving on dirt roads or paved roads?
It doesn't
That's the
matter.
dumbest argument ever.
Doesn't matter.
Diversion and a straw
I
man.
mean,
It doesn't matter. You didn't answer the question. If do you have taxes are taken out of your paycheck? I am assuming you're not on assistance anymore, right?
all the time, man. They take a lot. I do construction.
Okay, they take your
I'm a
taxes.
superintendent.
All right. So if they didn't take out any of your they didn't take out any taxes out of your check. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, I used to work at the
Where's
plant
this-
where they made the atomic bomb.
All right, that's
Sure
cool.
they.
Because the
So-
atomic bomb is real.
Okay.
And I worked at Lackland.
All right. So let me
Yeah,
ask you.
the
let me
atomic
ask you a
bomb is
question.
real, bro.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Why it's not or what, Ruth?
You stupid
If-
motherfucker.
If they didn't take any taxes
I
away
would
from
slap
you,
you, Ruth.
listen,
Stupid
Jose.
as fuck. I'll bare knuckle fight your ass, bitch.
I would
No,
slap you.
yeah,
not
You-
good.
I'll
you
smash
little-
Hey,
I'll
hey,
smash
hey.
you.
Yeah.
You're little.
I'll
You're a little white boy.
I'll
Nobody's
smash you.
going
I'll
to-
smash
listen.
you. I'll smash you anytime. Any
No
day.
one is
Let's
going
go.
to do any
And
such
that's why
thing
America's
because you're
divided.
miles
No,
away
no,
from each
no,
other.
That
no.
is why America
Because
is
I am
divided.
because I am a fucking fighter. Because I am a
So we
fucking
have
fighter.
we have those
Alright,
snakes
well.
like you.
I will smash you on
How
I
are
would
YouTube.
you
slap you,
going to
bro. I
do
can
Let's
that?
see
no,
you.
let's do it.
I
Let's do
can
it live.
see you.
No, let's do it live.
All right,
We'll do it.
listen.
We'll do it live.
All right,
All right,
listen.
this is getting
I'm
stupid.
going, if you guys
fucking
don't shut
let's
the
do
fuck
it.
up,
We'll
I'm
do it
going to
fucking live.
take you both off of
Yeah.
the. I'm taking
Get
you
'em
both
both
off
off.
if you don't shut up, both of you.
All right, what you got
Okay.
to say, Fletcher?
No one's
Time to
going to
go.
fight anybody. You're miles away from each other. Stop with that. Okay. Now, Jose.
Yeah.
Okay. If you had no taxes taken out of your check every week, how much of your money would you voluntarily give to the government?
Probably none.
Aha. So, in other words,
So
without
what is your
a
argument?
threat,
I'm for taxes.
You're for taxes?
Yeah.
So you would not pay them voluntarily. You have to be forced with the threat of violence to pay them, yet you're for them. So
Yeah, because
then you lied to me with your answer. You lied to me with your answer. Because if you're for taxes, you would voluntarily, without being forced to, give up the same percentage that you're being taken right now.
Yeah, but I'm also a human and a man, and all of us would want
So
to do
then
it
you
out of our
don't
own will.
agree with it then. You either agree with it or you don't.
No,
If
I mean,
you
like the way
agree with it, then
the
you would
system,
voluntarily give away your money to the
the
government.
system that they have to do it, I'm with it. You know.
So you believe that you should be threatened under threat of violence and incarceration to pay a certain amount of money that you have no control over to the United States government.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, and if they were to do it peacefully, it's fine, and the way they do it is fine. You know.
Let me see if I got this straight. You're for that.
Hey, Roos, you're a
But
bitch.
if there was no force, you agree that the taxes should be paid to the government, but you also said that if you weren't forced to, that you wouldn't pay anything. So how does that work? If you're for it, you would say, well, I'd pay about the same, or maybe half of what I'm paying right now, I would voluntarily give to the government or something. But if you wouldn't give them any unless they threaten to put you in prison, then you don't agree with it.
No, like you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I am, and you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
I'm talking out of my mouth. What I'm saying is the system that the government has set up to take my taxes, I am for it.
Why?
Because it builds what we have, man. The schools that your kids go to,
If you think that that's a good idea and that money is being used wisely, then you would also, without being forced to, you would voluntarily give that money to the government.
No, because then I would be like my ancestors from my American ancestors and just teach them at home. But you know, like it's just the way it played out. Like,
well, you don't. You're in the same world you're in now. The only difference in my scenario is that no one is forcing you to pay taxes, and you admitted that you would not pay taxes.
I'm just being honest, you know. But the system that they have set up to take it is fine.
What does that mean? That means that you're not in agreement with it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to be forced to do it.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right on that.
The idea of being forced to do it.
Love your captors. Love your captors.
That's crazy. You realize that's insane.
Stockholm.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's these conversations happen for a reason, you know. Hey, it can't like I'm for it, man.
If I make you give me money or property with a threat, now wait a second. If I do this,
if you come as a threat, then I mean, like you're gonna get results that you probably weren't.
Well, how is it any different?
What if I got a little sign that says IRS or government on my shirt? Does that change things?
I would know that the taxes that you're taking from me are going to build a school or somewhere.
Well, wait a second. Do I have the right to forcibly take money away from you? Do I have that right? Can I just go up and take money from people and threaten them and say, look, I'm going to lock you up in my fucking basement if you don't give me half your paycheck?
Nah, but you could probably do that to
I can't do that. All right. I can't do that. You can't do that. Janusz can't do that. Russ can't do it. I know that Chad can't do it. D-Man can't do it. Porter can't do it.
You're right, bro.
So if none of us can fucking do it, where does the authority for someone else to do it come from? How do we give them that authority? Where does that come from? Who gave that to them?
You the man, bro.
I don't know. It was those people that came on and wrote the Magna Carta. No.
Well, how did they have that power?
You said the right thing. Let's go.
How did they have that power? How does anyone have any more power than anyone else? Where does that come from?
The guns.
The threat of force.
Yeah, just the way. Yeah, it's just like when the I mean, I love everybody, man, but just like when the white man used to rule the world, it's because they had guns. Then everybody else got guns, and the script flipped.
You mean everybody had arrows and spears?
The Mongolians, if anyone, ruled the world.
Hey, no, but I do want to
fire.
say one thing because I gotta go. That guy, Rai Roos, he's a bitch.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh snap! Oh, haters are welcome.
Anyway, Keith just joined in. Welcome, Keith.
Yeah, you know, if you don't have haters, then you're not doing it right.
Hey guys, good to see you. I'm sorry I had to come in.
Thank you so much.
I just came in. Yeah, it's just say hi to everybody, but I did come in unfortunately to come tell you news what a piece of shit he is.
Who you saying that to?
Janusz, the biggest
Janusz?
piece of shit. Yeah, on your panel.
He's not happy about my statement before about him.
But you know what? You know what, Janusz? You know what, Janusz? You know what, Janusz? I want you to please tell everybody what you told PJ in the chat.
To who?
I want you to tell everybody in the chat what you told PJ and Godzilla.
Yeah, that
Go ahead, tell
you
me.
are supporting Synagogue of Satan. So by definition, you are supporting David's agenda.
No. Carry on. No, that's not what you said.
You're not.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said. Why are you lying? Say what you said in the chat.
Which statement exactly?
Everything.
I won't be saying it again. I don't even remember what I said exactly.
You know why? You know why he can't tell you, guys? You know why he can't tell you? Because this guy is not a Christian. Instead, he wants to go and say things that are absolutely false. And by the way, I'm not a Zionist. Okay, I am
by
Jew.
Definition, you are. By definition, you are Zionist because you are supporting so-called Jews who are Synagogue of Satan. By definition, you are supporting
Jews aren't Synagogue of Satan. Jews are not Synagogue of Satan.
So-called Jews, because you don't even know who Jews are.
Dude.
They don't allow DNA tests, by the way.
I don't give a shit if they don't allow DNA tests. I'm asking, what does the Bible say about Israel?
I was telling you before, and you didn't listen, and you still
Talking
don't
about
know.
the state, or are you talking about
exactly?
No, I don't care about the state. I don't care about the state. I'll be very
I just
clear.
want you guys to
The
know
state has nothing to
I'm
do
still
with
with you, everybody.
You are supporting state of Israel. You said it before.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not the state. I don't support Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't support the government. I support the Jews, the Israelites. So I want
you
to
were
know.
saying that they have the right to protect themselves against
Yes, they do.
Israelites, yeah?
Real quick,
against the
Flatfoot, your
Palestinians.
mic's a little
And
muffled, man.
unfortunately, in a matter of Palestine, as well over there, are Christians. So you are up for
Again, why are you running from one of us? You haven't shown me how the Jews are the synagogue
Is
of
it my mic
Satan.
or are you too? I'm sorry.
I don't need to show you anything. I have opinion about you. A lot of people on this channel have as well opinion about you.
So
that's what it is.
Why are you not answering me?
Answer you to what?
What does the scripture say about the synagogue of Satan? Who did Jesus call synagogue of Satan?
No, so bring Revelation to 9.
I'm asking you a damn question, you piece of shit. I'm not asking you again. See, this is what I'm talking about. You say things and you can't back it up. Now, can you show me what scripture says about
what scripture says?
What did Jesus
Revelation
say?
9 and 3:9. And I don't
What
speak
did
with
Jesus?
you.
Okay.
Because you
What
are
did
triggered
Jesus
because
say?
I call you
What
Zionist.
did Jesus?
That's it.
Did Jesus speak? Did Jesus speak in Revelation, or did he speak to the disciples or the Pharisees and the Sadducees in the Old Testament?
And who are the Pharisees? From where they come from? From the Cain lineage, baby? From the Edomite, baby? From the Canaanites, baby?
Why? You see, guys, this is what I'm talking about. This coward cannot answer me. Who's the Sadducees? Who's the Pharisees?
I just answered you from which bloodline they are.
I don't care what bloodline they are. Who are the Sadducees and who are the Pharisees?
It doesn't matter who they are, because whatever answer I
Is
provide,
this all you got, James? Is this all you got?
with anything.
Who are the Sadducees and who are the Pharisees?
What is the star? Isn't it like Rem fan or something like that? I read something a while ago about that.
Hey, Sav, you know one thing about a truth channel that is true? One stays with that channel, right? This whole thing about what's going on and
Where's all
cruelty,
that background noise coming from? Hold on a second, Porter.
Yeah, I got something I need to say.
There's
I would
some.
like to say.
I hear
if you wouldn't
kids
mind.
hollering and stuff. Is that on you, Keith?
Yeah, but
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't need to.
All right, sorry.
Dude,
Go ahead.
All right.
It's not
All right.
me.
I've fallen off and came back, and I've stuck with channels that are purely platonic, that are going towards the same faction, and that's truth. The reason why I moved away from you, Flat, Cruelty, is because I do not feel in my spirit that you are really grasping what all of the rest of this community is trying to put forth out. And you're judging people and
Anti-Semitism. You hypocrite. You damn hypocrite. You know what's anti-Semitism? Wait, guys. No, you telling me I'm not judging great. Wait. You were telling me I'm not for truth.
Who is talking?
You were telling. I have to. I have to tell you. Wait. You see, this is the thing with you anti-Semitics. You think that you are for truth, but you literally no. You told me I'm not for truth. Did you just tell me I'm not for truth? Did you tell me I'm not for truth?
You're not following what is going
following
the
scripture.
vibration of truth. And you saying you follow scripture,
There is-
you're denying it and you're adding to it and you're taking
What does Romans say? What does Romans say
I'm
about
not in a debate about
Israel?
it. If you can't spiritually discern it and know it by now,
You
and see what's
can't.
going on with all of our structures and know where we're at by now, you just don't know. That's all it is.
You don't know scripture. What does Romans say about
And
Israel?
Cruelty, this is not what this stream is about. Don't come on someone else's
Okay.
channel and take over the.
I will.
That's what you do. That's all you got. Is that all you got?
I have the right. I have the right to back myself up.
All right.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
I'm not following you for a purpose because you're not about truth.
I'm going to ask Janusz again.
You're not about truth, bro.
Janusz.
You're
Janusz.
about truth, bro.
Wait.
All right.
Janusz.
Let him ask.
It's not Jerry Springer here.
Yeah, there's too many people talking at once.
You are the father.
Jerry.
Janusz, when are you going to tell us everybody who's the Pharisees and Sadducees?
So they are those people who are support. And if I recollect, if I remember properly, that was Acts 7:43, and I believe up to 44. They took tabernacle of Moloch, the star of your god Remphan, and they will carry his symbol and the worship. So you are supporting those exactly who took this so-called star of David, but exactly star of Remphan, and you're supporting them. So by definition, you are supporting by proxy David's agenda. That's
okay. You still haven't answered. You still haven't answered what I said. Who are the Pharisees and Sadducees?
Teachers of so-called today Jewish faith.
Today? No. I'm talking about who did Jesus talk to? The Sadducees and Pharisees, correct? When Jesus called them brood of vipers and called them synagogue of Satan, correct? Hello, correct?
Says Remphan appears in the New Testament, specifically in Acts 7:43, where Stephen accuses the Israelites of idolatry during their time in the wilderness by referencing the star of your god Remphan. The name is believed to be the transliteration of the Hebrew word Kayun, if I'm saying that right, which appears in Amos 5:26 and is associated with the worship of a celestial deity, likely connected to the planet Saturn. The star mentioned is interpreted as a symbol or idol representing this deity, reflecting the influence of ancient Near Eastern astral worship practices. Thank you, D-Man.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's so true. But yeah, he's still not answering my question. I'm asking specifically about the Sadducees and the Pharisees, not about what fringe people believe then or believe now. Okay? Because
I
this
don't know
guy's
what
making a
answer you
claim
want to
that
hear.
I
I have
support.
no
Wait,
idea
this
what
guy,
answer will be sufficient for you.
you know who they were? They were the teachers of the rabbinic law. Correct?
Mosaic law, to be exact. That's what you're looking for?
Rabbinic law.
Mosaic law.
Rabbinic. No, rabbinic.
That would be Talmud.
They were rabbis. Yeah. Okay. So, Janusz, what did Jesus specifically say to them?
One second, let me find it for you, because you are wrong again. Give me a second.
Oh, while we're having him look up something, you know, these fucking people all the time are
Here
talking
you
about.
go. The Pharisees were a prominent Jewish religious movement in the biblical times, known for strict observance of Mosaic law. Sorry, incorrect again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Rabbinic. Okay, so Janusz, again, what did Jesus say to them? Why can you not answer a straight question?
I just did, but you're always digging and digging and digging, and no answer is ever sufficient for you.
You haven't
say you
answered.
agree
What
to
did he
disagree.
say?
You asked me about who they were. You were saying that they were rabbinic law, related to rabbinic law,
We
Mosaic law.
passed that
And now I
question.
provided
We
evidence
passed
that you were
question.
wrong. Mosaic law, not rabbinic law.
Again, we passed that question. What did Jesus say to them? It's not hard. What did Jesus say to the synagogue of Satan? Who did he call synagogue of Satan? What did he say to them?
Those that say they are Jews but are not.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's in Revelations 2:9. Okay?
Which I already
So what does
wrote,
that mean?
9 and 3:9.
So what's Jesus meaning there? What's Jesus meaning there?
Silk Road Bandits, baby.
He's condemning. Yeah, he's condemning the people that's acting like Jews, correct? Correct? Ganesh? Correct?
He's muted. So I got this thing, you know, where these people all the time say you can't have a pressure gradient inside of a sealed container.
Put it up on full screen.
I got one. Hang on, I have one. I can do this. You don't think about it. Oh, look. Pressure gradient inside of a sealed container. It's less here than it is down here. Greater pressure down here. Oh, look. So we got a higher pressure down here and a lower pressure up here.
More proofs.
Look at there.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that. Oh, now I changed it again. Now it's all down here.
Did you do that without containment?
I did. I did it. That was a gradient within containment.
Just heating up one end and cooling down the other.
Nope. And enough gravity didn't have shit to do with it. Look at that.
What happens if you hold both ends and heat up both ends? Does it just go up the stem and stop?
It gets stuck in the middle.
Yeah, because watch. See, it's going up here slower now because I warmed that up to make it go down. So, okay, now it's finally up there. All right, so now it's enough still warm down here to keep a bunch of the fluid down there. So then if I heat that side up and then heat that side up.
Who's breathing in the mic?
I don't know. I think it'll equalize. I don't see nothing happening. It'll take a long time now because this is really warm up here. Oh, there it goes. Real slow up the tube. Now I can stop it. I push it back down. Let's see if it go back up. Yeah, as soon as I let off, as soon as I took my hand
Three
away.
balls on that thing would have been interesting. Then that way you could heat up both ends. And
Oh,
push it into the
yeah.
middle.
Yeah. I'm going to write to the company. We got an idea here.
You'll sell 1 billion of them.
I mean, these things ain't but like $6 or $7 at the hobby store, you know, and it's a great demonstration of that, you know, of how that, when you explain how that works, it people's minds start to click on.
Did you ever buy that toy?
Treasure diver?
No, I haven't ordered it yet. Damn it. I'll do that after I get off the show tonight. That was part of my plan.
He's got enough toys.
Can you guys see me right now?
No, nobody.
No, nobody can see anybody except me because I'm
Can
more
you hear me?
important
Can you hear
than
me?
all of you.
There we go. Is your news still muted?
Janusz,
Oh,
are
man.
you going to unmute? Finish your
I'm here.
conversation? Okay.
I just wanted to ask a question, everyone. What we call building in which the so-called Jews are praying? Is it mosque? Is it church? Maybe?
Synagogue.
No, it's synagogue, right? So when you go to the Revelation 9, it said clearly they say they are Jews, but they are not, because their synagogue belongs to Satan. End of story. Thank you.
Okay, so when Jesus spoke to the Jews, did you read John 4:9?
Did you hear what I said? Thank you.
Did you read John 4:9, Danush? Hello?
Well,
Okay,
let's just say you both you agree to disagree.
There you go.
No, the thing is, he doesn't even know who the synagogue of Satan is. Yes, there are Jews today that reject Jesus. Yes, there are people that claim to be Jews that are not Jews. But to claim that the Jews are the synagogue of Satan is literally not just a false understanding of what the synagogue of Satan is.
Man, you don't
It's
even have
also
understanding of the
wrong.
words.
It's also
You don't have
wrong.
understanding
It's
of the
also
words of the
wrong. It's
synagogue.
also wrong.
You don't have
It's
understanding of the
also,
word Jew.
while I'm talking,
It
Anush,
was
while
God's
I'm
first
talking,
time in the 12th
while
century,
I'm talking,
the
while
13th
I'm
century,
talking,
14th
while
century,
I'm
15th
talking,
century, and
while I'm
promoted
talking,
in the King's
while I'm
Bible.
talking,
Nobody
while I'm
can hear
talking,
anybody.
while I'm talking,
I don't give a fuck.
while I'm talking.
Talk
I'm
whenever
busy
you want.
talking.
I
Hold
I'm
on.
don't
busy.
give a fuck.
Dude, I'm busy talking, Anush.
Religion,
asked him?
bringing people together for thousands of years.
Yes, it has.
No doubt.
Walking and
I will
talking
just not
and
support
walking
ever
and
the
talking.
person
Okay.
who
Walking
supports
Okay.
synagogue of Satan. It's impossible for
Let's
me.
put that in
It's
the
just
new
standing against Christ's word, and
I
I
was
won't do it.
busy talking, Anush.
He's supporting, So if he's supporting the agenda, it's his right. Not my choice, but it's his right. That's it.
That's it. You just agree to disagree. Just come to that conclusion.
Walking,
No, there's no.
talking. We're gonna put it in the new truck. Let's go. Two kings, and we walking.
So, when Jesus was talking against the Jews, was he talking against their traditions? Correct? He called them hypocrites, correct? Claimed they had false authority, pushing traditions on men that were not from God. Correct, Anush?
God damn it. There
It's
we
as
go.
far as I've got. You're gonna be in the new track. Let's tomorrow. Let's go.
So I'm waiting, Anush.
Yeah. Walking, talking.
Why is Anush not? Why? Oh, wait,
I don't
I'm sorry.
think he
I'm
wants to
sorry.
have the conversation.
Yeah, because he's a coward. Because he can say things and he knows he can't back it
you
up.
guys are
It was
on
the
different
same. Wait,
sides.
wait.
LOL.
Don't you
That's
understand?
it. No. It was the same. It was the same. No, you are finished because you're a coward. The same when you came on my channel. Wait, the same when you came on my channel. You ran for the hills because you cannot back up. I'm trying to tell you scripture, yeah, and I'm trying to lead you literally like a little child because you don't even know what you're pushing. So again, okay. Now, since you can't answer me,
I'm pushing, but
I'll give you the answer. I'll give you the answer. I'll give you the answer because you can't.
We don't know what we are
I'll
pushing.
give the answer. I'll give the answer because you just can't. Yes, Jesus did talk against the Pharisees and Sadducees because of traditions of men and not from God. That was what he was speaking of, about them as the synagogue of Satan. Now, if we go and look at Revelations 2 verse 9 to verse 9, he's referring to false covenant claims. Okay, he's also echoing Paul's definition, which says in Romans 2:28 to 29, is a Jew is one inwardly. You get it? So, when you want to claim that just because someone's a Jew, they are a worship of Satan, a synagogue of Satan, is totally rubbish. Because if you read the whole Bible, like Romans 13, even Zechariah 14, or even Joel 3, they all say Jesus comes for who? Oh no, the Jews. Jesus comes for the Jews. They will all be saved. We, as Christians, are grafted in to the into the bloodline
The Bible.
through Jesus.
What you are pushing for is exactly to kill 2/3 of so-called Jews. And yes,
Sorry.
1/3 of them will come to Jesus because all knees will bow. And you don't even know this. So you claiming that you know the Bible, it's not exactly the case. Sorry, that is the case, but it's not the reality, unfortunately, because you are adding and removing from the Bible. And as everyone knows,
Okay, what does Romans
you cannot add or remove from the Bible.
Deuteronomy, great. So what does Romans 9:6 say, Jonas, if you say you read the Bible?
He loved the Bible.
Come here, Nush. Romans 9 verse 6. You say you know the Bible so well. Come on.
Deuteronomy, but as well Revelation. It's
What
as well
does Romans 9 verse 6 say, you hypocritical moron? I will tell you, for they are not all Israel, okay, which are of Israel. Now, does that mean all of Israel are now
which
not
Israel are you
Jews?
talking about?
Now, does that mean all Israel are not Jews, Janusz?
Which Israel are you talking about? The land
Why
of
do
Israel or spiritual
why
Israel?
do you always ask me a question when I
First,
ask you
have
a
to
question?
define the words.
You're not answering. All Israel is the house
Israel.
of Judah and Samaria. Judah and Samaria.
House of Israel, spiritual Israel. Don't even know the
Do
basics.
you have atheists? Do you have atheists who live in Israel?
Land of Israel, yes.
Yeah,
Do you have Christians who live in Israel?
Most of the Zionists over there are atheists. Even though they claim to be
Right.
God's chosen people, they don't believe in God.
Yeah, no.
Because they're
People's
not God's
spirituality.
chosen people
Great,
are
because
chosen people are
No.
the ones who believe in Christ. And you have no idea what you're talking about. Christ
No.
said specifically, the God's
Who
chosen
did-
people are the ones who believe in Him, in Jesus Christ.
No, nope. That's not what the Bible says. Give me the scripture where it says the chosen people want to believe in Jesus Christ. Go ahead. Because I can give you a plethora amount of scriptures where God's chosen people are the Jews.
Can we take a break from this just for a second? I'm going to show you. This is a little comic relief. Let's relax a little bit. I think this
There we
is
go,
this kind of sums it up right here. This is funny. This is from a movie called Life of Brian. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was good.
These people, a whole group of people, for one reason or another, believe that Brian here is the Messiah, and he's trying to get away from him. They're looking to follow him. They want to follow him, and he don't want to be followed.
He has given us a sign. He has given us a shoe. The shoe is the sign. Let us follow his example. Let us, like him, hold up one shoe and let the other be upon our foot, for this is his sign that all who follow him shall do likewise.
Yes. No, the shoe is a sign that we must gather shoes together in abundance.
Cast off the shoes, follow the good.
No, let us gather shoes together. Let me.
No, it is a sign that, like him, we must think not of the things of the body, but of the face and head.
Give me your shoe.
Get off. Follow the good, the holy good of Jerusalem.
The good. Hold up the sandal as he has commanded us.
It is a shoe.
It's a sandal.
Put it on. Cast it away.
Put it on.
Clear off.
Take the shoes and follow him.
Stop.
Let us. Yea, he cometh to us like the sheaves of the grave.
Now that's insanity.
The shoe.
Yeah, follow the shoe. No, follow the gourd. No, follow the.
So you
We have
claim
to
that
do this, and
so-called
it's like they
Jews
all
are
have
not
their own
chosen
little.
people, right?
They
That's
split
what you
up
claim.
into their little groups right away, man. It's funny. as
Everybody's
shit.
got disagreements on everything.
So can I say something, Giannis, right quick? Keith knows the Bible inside and out pretty much, and he knows every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. That's what it says in the Bible. And
Yep.
over here, just accusing people of stuff like this is not going to get anybody anywhere, man. Getting mad about it is not going to change the reality of what goes on in Israel or what goes on
Exactly.
in Gaza.
Genocide.
Yeah.
On the Palestine side, unfortunately.
It's both sides, Giannis, dude.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
I want to challenge your claim, Roger. Pull up
Oh, you
Matthew
are?
24. Pull up Matthew 24:34. I want to see. I want to see Flats add to the scripture.
He's adding to the scripture? Are you adding
Yeah.
to the scripture?
Of course he does.
24:34. He's saying Jesus is a liar.
Is he saying Jesus? Are you saying Jesus is a liar, Flats?
Yeah, that's what he claims.
I didn't know you had magic power stuff.
Jesus didn't say what
I'm
it
a liar,
says.
what?
He said something else. Just what you're saying. Jesus didn't say what's written
I'm a
down.
liar?
He said something else. You're basically calling Jesus a liar.
Yep.
No, I'm not. Because
Yes,
you're
you
a
are.
Satan's
Pull it
Satanist,
up.
correct?
Pull it up.
You're
Pull
a
it up.
I'm
not
you're
a Satanist. I'm not a Satan short seasonist, but you're a damn liar. You're a
Are
damn
you a
liar.
preterist? Are you a preterist?
Let's argue the information. Why do you got to give me a label? Argue the information,
Okay,
Keith.
cool.
You're a damn
Okay,
liar.
cool.
You can't
Do you
read.
believe Jesus? See what I'm talking about, guys? You want to let me talk?
No, you cannot
Okay,
read the
so I'm going to
Bible
correct you
without
quickly.
removing.
Matthew 24. Matthew 24. Jesus is talking privately on the Mount of Olives to who?
His
Read the
disciples.
verse so everyone we know.
His disciples. Great. So
yes.
Why is he talking to his disciples and not the crowd?
You're adding to scripture.
Sometimes
What
it's
did he
with
tell
the
them?
disciples, sometimes
I
it's with the
didn't add
crowd.
anything. I'm asking you a question.
What did he tell them?
Because what did the question? They asked him 3 questions. What are those 3 questions when they were on the Mount of Olives?
Here's the
asked him
statement.
they asked Jesus 3 questions. Matthew 24 is very clear. The disciples went and asked Jesus 3 questions. What were those 3 questions?
You see, the truth you, he will never read it because
No, he won't.
Start adding.
Why aren't you answering? There's 3 questions.
Reading the
Jesus-
verse.
Because you guys want to cherry pick, and I'm trying to tell you the whole context of everything. Anyway, guys, Matthew 24 is very, very simple. Jesus was asked 3 questions by the disciples alone on the Mount of Olives. Okay? And Jesus was saying things that have to take place before he returns. Okay? So, I want to ask you, did the Mount of Olives split in 2?
Did all his followers die? Are they still walking around this earth?
It's 2,000 years later. Who would
I'm
still
asking
be
you a
alive?
question. So are they dead or alive?
No, they're
Are
dead. It's
his?
2,000 years later.
So they're all dead, right?
Geneo is the word you're looking for, by the way. And Geneo in
dead?
context doesn't mean that generation. So I'm asking
That
you, because
generation?
we're reading Greek in the New Testament. Yes, it's Geneo. So I'm asking you a question.
Are they
I've
all
answered
alive
your-
or are they dead?
I've
Is that
answered-
generation
I've
dead or
answered-
alive?
I've answered your question. By the way, Janusz brought this up. I don't want to debate the whole panel who is ignorant to what Geneo means. Now, Janusz, remember I asked you, what were the 3 questions? What were the 3 questions? What? You brought up Matthew 24. You brought up Matthew 24.
You were asking all the time questions. Now let me ask
No,
you.
no, I'm on. You
No.
don't want me to
You
run,
were asking
scaredy
all
cat.
the time questions.
Run, scaredy
Always
cat.
the same with you.
Run. This is the problem with you guys.
always
This is
the
the
same
problem.
with you.
This is the problem with you fake Christians. This is the problem with you fake Christians. You have the cowardice that's so bad you can't even answer a simple question after you bring something up. So I'm asking you something. What were the 3 questions?
You're accusing us of what you constantly do. You never answer questions.
literally
You
just
come back
answered
with
you
3
2
different
seconds ago.
questions. No, you
I
didn't.
just answered
What
you.
did he mean? What did he
You
mean?
lied now as well.
Require
Wow.
answers, but never answer any question.
Yeah,
That's
what did
Lied,
Jesus mean?
lied.
What did Jesus mean when he said this generation shall not pass? What is that? How does someone
That's not the
interpret that?
question asked. That's not the question was asked to me.
Well, I asked you that.
I already asked the other question. When you answer my question first, then I will answer because I've already answered the question to you 2 minutes ago.
No, because you asked another question. You all time do that.
No, come on. I answered you. You lied because you just said I haven't answered you, and I just showed you lying. So I'm asking you again. What were the 3 questions? What were the 3 questions? Dude, I can't do this all day. I can't do this all day. What were the 3 questions?
One question of mine.
What were the?
Maybe.
I literally answered the question 2 minutes ago. So stop lying. This is live. I'm asking you again.
How do you guys know what the other guy is saying? Giannis?
Yeah, because he talks over. Okay.
He's buzzing like he sounds like a bumblebee in a jug, and you're talking at the same
I agree.
time.
So
I agree.
Not going anywhere. Speak because he always will over speak you when you start speaking.
I was literally talking in it.
That's exactly what happened.
Okay. Okay. You know what I'm going to do this? I'm going to do this. So,
I can tell you, he answered your question. The reference is not that generation. It's
exactly.
Yes, he did answer your question. So now
I know, and now I'm asking him a question. Yes, thank you, Roger. Now I'm asking them a question to answer.
Did I answer before your questions?
What were the 3 questions?
No. Did I answer your questions before?
No, you didn't answer. I'm answering.
I did. You were saying
what were the 3 questions, Janusz? It's not hard. It's literal. In simple English.
No,
what were the 3 questions asked by? What were the 3 questions asked by the disciples to Jesus? Go.
There is an order. You were asking questions before. I answered with the Mosaic law. You were saying something different, and I answered your question. So maybe now it will be possible for me to ask one question. So,
I just asked a question. You haven't answered me.
Yeah, exactly. Because you always ask to provide answers to your questions, and then other person have no chance to ask your question.
Okay, so I'll answer it for him because Janusz doesn't know his own Bible, the own scripture he brings up. So Matthew 24 verse 3, Jesus asked, the disciples asked Jesus 3 questions. Okay?
So start speaking when he finishes, okay?
He sat on the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, privately, okay? Tell us, when shall these things be? That's question 1. And what shall the sign of thy coming? That's question 2. And of the end of the world? That's question 3, correct? So 3 separate questions. Or should we wait for Janusz for this? Because he's the one that brought Matthew 24 up.
Your thought on it doesn't relate to what Paul told everybody not to have kids and get married because the end was imminent. Like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't follow with it doesn't follow what Paul was saying. Paul thought it was like the end could be tomorrow.
That's right.
At least our freaking ideology aligns with the scriptures completely. Yours has to totally add to it because what yours doesn't align with the Bible. So
see what I'm saying? What happens is all I ask the question. I'm
just doing what you do. I'm just doing what you do. I'm gonna do what you do. I'm gonna talk over you. I'm gonna freaking just ask you a million questions.
I hope he finished answering to his own question.
There is no end of the world. See, Jeeps is
he ran away.
There was KK Westbury.
Yes, I ran away. Exactly. I'm scared of you.
Who's talking?
Yeah, who's got the background noise?
Somebody was talking about KK.
You have asked few questions. To the last one, you have provided answer yourself. So now let me ask you a question.
I literally just asked you something. You went to the toilet and you haven't answered me. So can you please answer me?
You can't even listen. I said I'm going for tea.
You didn't answer me. So guys, did I ask him a question?
Yeah, yes.
And then he went for a pee. So I'm still waiting for an answer. Going for a pee is not an answer, Janusz. Going for a pee is not an answer.
Gone for the tea. You can't even listen.
Okay, tea.
And I have
gone for tea.
Wait. I have provided.
What was the answer to my question?
Wait. I have provided for you answer to your previous questions. So fair would be if now I would be asked if I would be able to ask the question. Don't you think?
You haven't answered me, so it's not fair.
Let me ask one question.
Questions.
What is everybody's objective to get out of this? Just out of curiosity.
Objective of the
our ego
I think
to prove we're right.
To to provide for us evidence he's not supporting David's agenda. I think that's his objective.
JK, true few.
Okay.
Check it
What's
out,
up, man?
John.
Okay.
Be honest with you, if you don't really know by now what's up with the timeline and the structures and everything that's really going on, you either don't want to know it or you're a controlled opposition. That's bottom line. There's no other alternative.
Exactly, yes, no, but
I agree. So Romans 11.
Well, you're in the wrong.
You like Romans 11? Because you just said Paul, correct? Paul is saying otherwise. Now, I want to know, have you read Romans 11?
Yeah. Read it for us.
What does
Enlighten
Romans
us.
11 say?
Enlighten us on your interpretation.
Am I talking to Janusz? The guy who's running away from me every 2 seconds to answer a question?
Well, enlighten us on your interpretation of 2,000-year-old.
Oh, you Janusz? Janusz, your voice has changed.
What's the point to answering your questions when later
That's
I
the
cannot ask
thing.
my question?
See where I came in, guys? This is exactly where I came in. Because Janusz, the coward, can be speaking big names against me when I'm sleeping in chat. But when he's confronted, he cannot answer one thing. Instead of answering, he goes and over talks, and he asks me questions. He doesn't. No, he runs away to go make tea, comes back and refuses to answer. And now he talks while I'm busy talking, and now he's swearing at me. So Janusz, Romans 11 shows everything. Romans 11.
Finally, finish your diarrhea of words, all right? And let me speak for a second.
Okay, so Romans 11:26. Romans 11:26. No, I'm doing this because I gotta go. Romans 26. And so all Israel shall be saved. Is that all? Some?
All the time.
So all Israel shall be saved. And it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. As concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sakes, this is to the Gentiles. But as for touching the election, they are beloved for the Father's sake. This is why you, Janusz, are not a Christian, you're a Satanist. For the gifts of calling of God are without repentance. For as ye in times past have not believed God, yet have now obtained mercy through their unbelief. Through their unbelief. No, it means that through the Jews you got salvation. So you're supposed to be taken, they're God's chosen people. Because they rejected Jesus, they crucified him. You, on the other hand, don't understand when Jesus returns, they will all be saved, as Romans says. And even fulfilling Joel 3, Zechariah 14.
Of them will die. Don't know the scripture. 1/3 will bow the knee.
No.
Don't know the scripture again. You have proved it again and again and again.
So,
all the
32. So, 32. For God has concluded them all in unbelief that they might have mercy upon all. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out. For who has known the mind of the Lord? Who has been his counselor? Or who has first given to him? It shall be recompensed unto him again. For of him, and through him, and to him are all things, whom be glory forever. Amen. So, it's saying that all the Jews will be saved. Janusz, do you agree with that? Will all the Jews be saved? Janusz? All Israel?
Say that you agree to disagree.
No, it's not. It's literally. Does the Bible say that or not? It's not a disagree or agree statement.
No, it's no point to answering his question because he will never answer my question. So whatever answer I provide for him.
Okay, can I ask you a question, Janos, right quick?
Just answer me. Damn.
What question did he not answer for you, Janos? What question did Keith not answer for you?
I want to ask one question.
No, he won't say that. No, Roger. This is Roger. This
because you are vomiting and
this is your tactic.
You have verbal diarrhea all the time. No one can
Okay,
speak
so
on you.
what was the freaking question, Janos? Just answer.
I
Just
wanna
ask me
ask
the
the
fucking
question.
question, dude. Seriously,
Right.
just put it at
Okay.
me right now. Ask the
Okay.
question you want him answered.
Okay. So do you believe that the so-called Jews, which you call Jews, are God chosen people?
Absolutely not all of them are Jews, dude. They're not all of the tribe of
Right,
Israel.
right,
Okay,
right,
That's
right,
nothing
right.
to do with-
Roger.
with-
Answer,
yeah.
let's
Roger.
answer.
I'm answering the
Wow.
question, but it's not those.
Yeah, I thought I'm supposed to answer it again. But I want to say he lied because I definitely literally answered that. I did tell him not all Jews are Jews. I literally told him that. So he's literally lying again. This is his obfuscation tactic. Okay. So Janusz again.
So
Zechariah 14.
let me go further with it, because
Oh my
there is a
word.
point to
You
this
just got
question.
shown lying. You
There
literally
is
just showed yourself lying.
there is a
So
point to
Zechariah
this
14.
question. There is a
Zechariah 14.
further question which follows, because it's related. So, do Jews believe, so-called Jews believe in Christ? Or they claim their Talmudic Luciferian book that he's burning in hell in human fecals?
Well, those aren't
Not
Jews
all
that follow.
Jews, but first of all, yes,
No,
that is
just answer.
that is the Babylonian Talmud. That shows me you don't know what the Babylonian Talmud means and what it is about, because it's literally just rabbinic law conversations between Jews, how the law will be dealing with people based on such situations.
They believe it or they don't.
Do you know that? Do you know the difference? Do you know the difference between the Jerusalem Talmud? Do you know the difference? Do you know the difference between the Talmudic?
You guys, this has gone on long enough.
I agree. Just read Zechariah 14. That's all I'm saying. Just read Zechariah 14. Just read Zechariah 14 and that's it. Yeah, just read Zechariah 14 and that shows Janusz is a total moron. There we go. Cheers, guys. Thanks, Saul, for having me on, brother. Appreciate you all. And by the way, the only one showing not truth is Janusz. That's why I came on. See you guys again. Bye. God bless.
And y'all make up your own mind whether you want to follow the shoe or the gourd. I don't care. Take it somewhere else.
Oof.
Hear any more about it.
Man, who knew it was that contentious?
Oh, damn.
Holy mackerel.
Flats brings that kind of energy. Yeah.
Well, it's you go when you go and talk shit, I guess somebody's going to respond,
Yeah, I apologize for my actions, Saab, on your panel. But he gets me a little worked up. Keith. He gets.
Well, that's I don't have anything on either side. I'm like, you guys sound ridiculous.
I just feel he's dishonest.
Fart lady, fart lady, fart lady. I agree. We need the fart lady. Where's the fart lady at? Here we go.
I remember when I lost my mind.
Let's take it right in the mouth.
You got Kobe got it right in the mouth. He did.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I caught that fart right in my mouth. I caught that fart right in my mouth. I know I did. I tasted it. Yeah.
Like I said,
got a little on me. Hang on.
They can agree to disagree.
Excuse me, there's a little bit of sphincter spittle on my chin. Okay. So here's our peace president.
That was a warm one too. Anyway.
It's a warm one. Good long warm one. All right, here we go.
Right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay?
It's a peace president.
I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. Right now, we are going.
That's right after saying that nobody in history deserves a peace prize more than him.
He needs two of them, Soft.
I don't know why they just. It seems weird. Like, so the whole. I get the whole thing. I'm just trying to think it through. Like,
that's rational, bro. I believe in you.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think rationally about that.
Right.
It's kind of shit either way you look at it in every direction.
Like, oh my gosh. It's a mind blow, bro.
Yeah.
Well, listen to what this fucker said. Listen to this, man. This is fucking nuts, man. It's like, what?
Do you see any checks on your power on the world stage? Is there anything that could stop you if you wanted to?
Yeah, there's one thing, my own morality, my own mind. It's the only thing that can stop, and that's very good. I don't need international law. I'm not looking to hurt people.
Do you feel your administration needs to abide by international law on the global stage?
Yeah, I do. I do. But It depends what your definition of international law is. You mean in Greenland?
We had in Greenland.
Well, that's because you needed them
start
at the time.
in the 1951 agreement, though. It says the United States can reopen these bases anytime you want. You can send as many troops as you want, and you haven't done it. How come?
Because I want to do it properly.
And properly means own it.
Really, it is. To me, it's ownership. Ownership is very important.
Why is ownership important?
Because it's what I feel is psychologically needed for success. I think that ownership gives you a thing that you can't do, whether you're talking about a lease or a treaty. Ownership gives you things and elements that you can't get from just signing a document that you can have a base.
I think it's strategic. I think just because of the location of it and how close it is to the north and how closer it is, I think strategic. I think it's more geographical, just the location.
Yeah, they say there's more passages opening up there because it's kind of getting warmer around here.
Wasn't he talking shit about Canada a while ago? And he wanted to take over a chunk of Canada or all of Canada.
He wants Canada to be the 51st state. Is what he said.
I think they're trying to create that North American Union. That's why he attacked South, so they kind of collectivize and create the South American Union. You remember they were talking about that, like,
and he was
2010.
He was talking about grabbing Canada.
Yeah.
Right. The North American Union. I remember way back mid to late 80s when they were talking about that.
Yeah.
Weren't they spouting a different money too, like the Amero or some kind of
the Amero, yep. So that's the goal.
So we take over South America and then incorporate Canada into America, and it all becomes America. Yeah.
No, South America is its own branch.
Well, South America's always been Pan America.
Yeah.
Kind of like Asia has Pan Asia. They formulated all that shit in World War II when they traded off when the countries that of course lost any of the equipment or any of the ships or any of the was moved all over the place. Any of the shit from Italy went to Spain. Some of the mixed German stuff went. All the Russians got all the German equipment, all their old ships, converted them over into Russian ships. Same thing with South America. They got a mix of English, British, and Italian in South America. So that when they divvied all that shit up when the war was over, so they were like, "Okay, yeah, you're our friends here. Take this," But we just built bigger shit than anybody else had, so no one could take us out if they wanted to. So the idea was just build a bigger ship and give you the shit stuff. They did it with the Philippines. They did it with resupplied Japan, obviously. China had American ships and Russian and Soviet ships too.
Yeah. China's so powerful because of the United States. We created their industry
after the war.
Well, the English were in charge of them before in 1995 they split off. They had a British mayor that ran. Wasn't it I forget his name. 1995 they had a mayor of a certain place in China. Was it Beijing or
was it Hong Kong?
Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And the British were running it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they did for 100 years. They did for 100 years. Yeah.
They just recently gave it up back to China, didn't they? Yeah.
The problem was that unfortunately USA shifted all of the parts to create.
Oh yeah, production shit. That's what I was saying. Basically, anything mechanical. Yeah, all the machinery, anything else was all pushed all over the world. And then they started.
It's mainly, like a global corporation now, kind of, because no country is self-sufficient at this point, and I think it's by design.
Wonder what my neighbor's gonna think when he finds out I'm trying to annex his backyard.
Right?
That's it. We're taking it over.
Well, kidnap him first and chain him up in your basement.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
solid advice.
This is the fun shit your government works on for you.
Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive.
Ooh.
This is how it works.
on this one.
No, fuck.
Did you see that?
That's lobotomy right there.
That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents. Inside here.
That's okay. I'm just going to carry a tennis racket everywhere I go.
There you go. Every time I hear a little buzzing like that,
See you coming up with a fucking badminton that thing right in the parking lot and going by my
Tennis racket is a good one.
going by my mountain, doing bag of chips. And fuck you. I'm gonna keep on rolling.
You can get a workout trying to hit that, D-man. I'm telling you.
You know, D-man, your background looks like a tennis racket, to be honest.
Well, the issue is that whatever it's going after is going to have contents in it to begin with. So
there
there's
you
a big
go.
problem with that. Out there.
No shit.
They're doing that with the phone. You know, they're killing
Get one of
everybody
those
with the
electric
phone.
fly swatters.
Yeah.
You know,
what is this here?
slower than guns.
Well, if they put a tag on you, they don't need a gun. They'll be able to track your tag.
All right, so something happened here just a little bit ago. It says chaos breaks out in Minneapolis. Hundreds of anti-demonstrators riot and storm a building linked to a hotel they allege is housing federal agents. Windows are shattered, projectiles are hurled inside, and graffiti defaces the structure as unrest intensifies, with protesters chasing out the police department.
Minneapolis, huh?
Yeah, boy.
Lots of fraud.
Yeah.
The king of fraud.
King of fraud. You ain't lying. Minneapolis has got some freedom.
Yeah.
Good one.
Man.
Well done.
He's got a guy for all stop.
At least he's
I've
worried
seen
about.
people do shit like that. They'll take something and throw it at one of them fucking windows, and it bounces back and hits them in the face.
Listen,
That's funny as hell, man.
He's got a mask on, so he's being cautious of COVID.
Yes, he's looking out for grandma's welfare. That's what's up right there. He ain't no grandma killer. Look at this shit.
I don't gotta work in the morning.
That is their job.
That is their job. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh, look at there.
What fuck ice? There you go.
Nasty words and stuff.
Yeah, bro, that is their job.
What are you talking about? Ice is great. Keeps your drink cold.
Yeah, it does.
Cool as ice.
I'm waiting to see something burn. That's the next thing.
Hang in there. There might be.
Can you take down our Christmas decorations while you're out there?
Wow, they sprayed on every one of those glass windows.
Wow.
It sprayed on every one of those glass windows that all you got to pretty much do is come through there and scrape it off with a razor blade.
And you know what'll happen?
Hold on a second. Right there, it says "fuck e."
Fuck
What?
E. Fuck IE.
Aye.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you know what it was?
This is AI, dog.
No.
Yeah, that might be, dude. What the
What's
fuck?
down there?
Round it
At
up.
the bottom to the left. Okay,
He
I
says
That's American education right there.
he
Oh,
was
yeah, that's
writing. No, you guys are just reading it wrong. He was writing and it said "fuck ice," and he was writing it again.
Oh.
Alright, he just
And
swept
right
it
at
down.
right at that moment, somebody hit him in the head with something. And he went, "Aye."
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Whoever owns that old building is going to get a lot of money in insurance, and he won't give two shits. He'll be like,
No
"Good,
shit.
now
Yeah,
I
they
can get
probably-
rid of this fucking building."
I don't think
That's
this
what
is
this
an
is
old
about
building.
too. It's a
I don't
double
think-
whammy, Sav.
I don't think this is an old building. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah,
He was
it's
writing
old.
that. He went, "fuck ice," and he went to write it again. And right in the middle of it, he went, "fuck."
Yeah.
And he went,
Yeah.
"womp," and he went, "aye."
That was when he had the seizure.
Yeah,
hurt amigo.
Yeah, whoever owns this building is like Larry Silverstein. They're like,
They're like,
you
"We
know, they
don't
give a
care.
shit."
I'm going to get big money for this hunk of crap."
Oh my gosh. This is-
I don't think that's an old building though, man.
Not really.
Nah.
No.
It looks pretty new.
Like 70s maybe.
Probably a federal building. Used to, but it's federal. You know.
Welcome to a
It's
blue
just
state.
highly questionable though.
That's just a typical Monday night.
Sure.
Yeah. Typical Monday night. Yeah.
So this is all in response to the shooting, right? That's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
This is all. Yeah.
Loud words.
Loud words.
Well, it warmed up a little bit, and it's the weekend, so
Yeah, so
naturally.
everybody's
moving around now.
Everybody's got some ants in their pants. They want to
Yep.
get out, get some exercise.
Paint on buildings.
In the back chat, me and Heron and Chad are talking. The weather's getting weird here, dude. Like 2 days ago, it was 69 degrees here. Right now, it's 18 degrees outside.
42
out here.
Real warm.
Yeah.
It's real humid.
Yeah, it went down here too. It was in the 50s, and now it's in the 20s. So.
Boom. Yeah.
Oh,
Weird.
it's coming here then because it just rained today. So I'm looking at probably maybe 12 more hours and it'll probably be 27.
No, we don't have that coming through.
Who said that?
It was poor
I think it's on
background.
Porter's side.
Has this not been a weird vibe night? One of those
Oh, yeah.
weird vibe nights where everyone's all
It's chemtrails, man.
Yeah. Something in the water, dude. That's what it
weird
is.
vibe night.
It's the fluoride.
Always something in the water.
Floor.
It looks like I picked a hell of a week to quit sniffing glue.
I know.
I know.
I don't know how to transfer those, man. I wonder if I can.
That's that good weed, y'all.
Those videos I sent you, Chad, those are funny as shit. I can't figure out how to. I got to figure out how to transfer those over to my.
Let me see if I can figure something out.
Because those are funny as shit, man.
They're
Oh, would
hilarious.
that make Sean? That would fucking make him rage. So
I bet. See, everybody
Sean
needs
was
to know the
raging earlier
context
today.
now. But hang on, let me see if I can figure something out here. Maybe I can email myself and then get the link.
All right. So meanwhile, here's what happens when you have two Chinese restaurants. You call them both at the same time.
Hello? Yeah, how can I help you? Hello? Yeah, how can I help you? It's a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, how can I help you? Yeah. What? Yeah. What can I order? How can I help you? What the mean? It's Chinese restaurant. How can I help you, baby?
Guy can't keep it.
Want to order or no? What you mean? What's up? It's Chinese restaurant. I don't call you. You call me. No, I don't call you. No, I don't call you. Hello?
Hell yeah.
That's fucking great.
Where did you find that?
Hell yeah.
On X. I just ran across it.
Oh my gosh, I got to do that.
Do it right now live, Porter. Go for it.
No, that would be so awesome. I only got one phone. I'm off the planet. I will do that one for us.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be hilarious, man. So what's this? An autonomous zone has been declared by leftists in Minneapolis and is being referenced as a no-go zone for police. This zone spans for several blocks, and residents are barred from driving to their homes.
Is it a new Chad?
I think so.
Chaz.
Yeah,
Chaz.
Makeshift barricades using trash and stolen materials are all intersections, and guards are present at each.
It's gonna be like the summer of love.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah, they did the same thing during Floyd.
Oh,
this
God.
is
They did?
dumb.
Yeah, I drop a link to the Joe.
Oh man, come on.
The video's not coming up, so.
I know. I'm just seeing if it's worth watching. It's 4 minutes and 23 seconds long.
Lots
All right, you remember the videos from Chaz?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember it well. I was joking around with my friend all the time about it. I'd say, "Hey, what's going on in Chaz today?" And then he'd start laughing. Like probably some killings. Who was that friggin' lady? She got voted out too when she come on TV and said, "Oh, it'll be like the summer of love." I think she got her ass voted out. She was some local politician. They were like, "Get her the fuck out of there."
Listen to this, man. Ooh.
If I continually see you following us, interfering with us, honking your horn, blocking our cars, you have a very high probability of making a really bad decision and being arrested today, okay?
I think I'm making exactly
I'm not.
the right decision.
Oh, then why are you giving her a warning? I'm giving her a warning to not interfere with what we're doing, to not make a bad decision.
You want to watch
today
them,
and
watch
ruin
them.
your life.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But
Okay, alrighty. Thank you. Have a good day.
I hope you have a terrible day.
Okay, thank you.
Well said.
On to the
By the
next
way,
channel, buddy.
interference is physical.
they do all that so they can try to get people to run away so they don't get arrested.
Yeah, there's a lot of ice
Probably.
around here.
And just so happened they had a
Just so you
professional
know,
photographer with
if
a
we
microphone
continue
right
to
there.
have you follow us, okay, okay, have fun. Don't make a bad decision today.
Just so happened they had a report there.
Yeah, of course.
Don't interfere.
They're painting a picture, aren't they? Real easy.
Don't interfere.
Oh, God.
Interference is a physical thing. You have to get between or very close to them.
That's when you initiate them headbanging drones. No, I'm joking.
Here's what happens when ice defeats ice.
Good one.
It's a
No wonder
slippery
they got-
slope, yeah.
That's not ice. The guy went out there and and Vaseline the fucking sidewalk.
Oh, man, did he?
That would be cool.
Yeah, they didn't get stuck in the snow with their trucks and stuff. That's
That
what
was
the report
bullshit.
said. Yeah.
That was bullshit. You run a 3,500 friggin' 4x4 truck that has all-wheel drive. You don't even have to turn it on. It's automatic. You're never going to get stuck in that.
No,
in that shitty little snow.
I got an Explorer with all-wheel drive. I'd never get stuck, man. I don't know how you do that. I got all-wheel tires.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You've seen the truck that they had in the video. It had big-ass beefy tires on it and shit. It's like, no way. No way.
No, sir, just don't know how to fucking drive.
My boss at work, whenever we get a stick, he has to get people to drive sticks because a lot of these younger kids, they've never learned how to drive a manual transmission. And one morning he said to me, "Hey, can you go over and grab that car for me and bring it over to here or drive it over to this place?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Why? Why don't you have one of the kids do it?" He goes, "Millennial theft device," and he like put his hand out like it's a stick. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, he just separated the clutch and
Like we don't know what they're doing. He said one kid said, "Sure, I'll take it," and he got right in it, and he pushed the stick forward, so it just went in the two, and then he just started it, and it smashed right into the car in front of it. Jerked the thing like he didn't have the e-brake on or anything. He just got it and thought it was an automatic and pushed the thing forward. It smashed into like a Lexus SUV that was like brand spanking new. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm baby boomer, so I exactly know how to freaking drive the car with a manual.
Yeah, it's the older generation. We were around it, and then
Yep.
It's all electronic and automated, and you don't even have to use the clutch.
Man, you know what's pissing me off about this fucking Renee Good thing?
No.
Is the fact that, I mean, besides the obvious fact, but this whole thing, they're trying to make it, if you are against that cop shooting that fucking girl, then that somehow you're a libtard and a Democrat. I'm not any of those things. And I watched what happened and it was fucking wrong. If that's real, it was fucking wrong. Okay.
But
And
now they
it
want to label
doesn't
you as
make
a
you a
libtard.
libtard or any other goddamn thing. And they're trying to really turn that into a left-right issue. They have to figure out. See, that's the only way that they can actually have the strife is by labeling two sides of a coin when there isn't. It's either people that recognize good and people that can't. People that recognize evil and those that can't. Those that have to be told everything. They can't judge it for themselves. They have to go by what their favorite commentator says or some other shit like that. They don't have their own opinion because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're correct, Soft. But even if you tell them, they don't recognize it, and they still stick with their program
That
agenda.
herd mentality bullshit, man.
Yeah.
They're just trying to keep everybody that's in the party to stay in the party because it looks so bad.
I know.
Well, I mean, I think they do it on purpose so they could ping pong you back over to the other side again.
Ding.
That's basically what I think they do.
All right,
Well, they have two clear-cut groups that they have fight against each other.
I got
If
one
you
of
don't
them.
have that, hold on. If you don't have that, if you have, see, that's what we have to do is we have to amalgamate together and realize it don't matter none of your fucking beliefs on this dumb shit. The reality is that little group of pedophiles up there in Washington, D.C. and that whole group of shit, that federal government, they're fucking you. And they've been fucking you for a long time. And we need to make it goddamn stop. Okay?
Well, if people would just talk to each other instead of pay attention to the show itself, actually just you figure it out, man. It's not hard to do.
I put one of the links in the regular chat there, so I'm working on the other one here.
Of what now?
Of the thing you sent me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, that one didn't work.
I see it. You see the first one. Well, wait a second.
I'm busy watching Harrison Ford kill replicas right now.
All right, you guys, this is gonna blow your fucking mind. My cousin did this with AI and sent them to me. These are funny as shit.
Gravity that brought us together, my love. It was gravity that brought us together, my love.
That scared me, Stop. That scared me, dude.
Oh shit!
You didn't give him enough beer.
You need to tag Sean Hawkins in that.
All right, I just
in that
uploaded
title.
it, so I'll be a second.
Give me the video too. I'll put it on the channel.
Tag it with Sean Hawkins.
You know,
Holy
he's gonna
God!
He's gonna live stream my stream every once.
Gonna break a fucking window.
That's fun, man. There's another one too.
Good old Sergeant Rock.
Oh yeah.
Sergeant Rock.
Sergeant Rock.
He's like a peanut whacker. Oh boy, here's Rocky. He shows up about the time we're getting off.
Hey Rocky, hey, how's it going?
Oh my God.
You muted.
What's up, bro?
Oh, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Here you go.
Where are you? The Pantheon or?
All right, there's the other one in the regular chat.
All right, hold on.
I'll have to go back and tag a minute. I had to make them as shorts on my channel. I don't know
when
why.
I switch back over to the main chat, the chat's going so fast I can't catch it.
Let my wife's black boyfriend see us, my love.
What the fuck?
Oh God.
Let my wife's black boyfriend see us, my love. Hell yeah.
That is awesome, bro. Where'd you find that?
My cousin did that with AI.
Dang.
What's his freaking channel called?
He don't have a channel.
No, Sean Hawkins.
Oh,
God.
Sergeant Rock.
Sergeant Rock, yeah, that's it.
Sergeant Rock of Easy Company.
It's changed so many times I can't remember his name on his channel.
I can find him. Hold on.
He bops in once in a while and then spouts a few things
I don't
off
have
in the
him.
chat. And then
I'm not subscribed, if you can imagine.
Oh, imagine that.
Say it ain't so.
Oh no.
Oh damn it.
But if you go over there, he'll make you a mod right away. Click.
Wonderful.
Walk in the door, no matter who you are.
There you go. Hold on, I got it. He's here you go.
Where'd you put it? In the back?
I'm putting it in the regular chat.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
All right. I get it.
Did it go?
I ain't paying attention to Grammy.
There it is. He did one earlier. He was critiquing Keith's show and offering, of course, his intelligence and wisdom. He did not like the Samson radar. He did not like the Samson radar. I know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. I've been on here almost 4 hours. That's good for me.
Oh, come on. You don't want to go another 4?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, come on. It's just getting interesting. We don't know what's coming next.
It's getting
Around the
late.
next corner.
Shit is coming next.
I'm gonna kick back and watch something stupid on TV for a little while.
Hey, Vlad's still going, by the way. He's
It
still
was on a
alive.
turn. We were turning a curve. We were cresting the mountain.
There you go. Y'all go on over to Vlad's. He's still going.
I told you. Thanks, Cubby.
Yeah.
That's what y'all need to do.
Good to
God
see you
bless
guys.
the panel.
Yeah, man. Thanks everybody for coming up. Everybody showed up out in the chat.
So, I have to stick around.
Nice
at the
talking
end.
to y'all.
Me and Cubby.
What's that?
Me and
I
Cubby.
already sent you
Okay.
information.
I got his information. Hey, can you email me your address? D-Man?
I can tell you as soon as the show's over. The show's over and you go off live.
Can you just email it to me?
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay, do that. Do it to the one that I've got down here in the thing, Taurus Field. Yeah, it's coming by. Hang on, it's getting ready. Any second. I thought it was on there.
Yeah. Can I just mail you in the morning?
No,
Yeah, that's
All right, that's cool.
D-Man, I got his email address. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, there it is. Taurus
All right.
Field 369 at yahoo.com.
All right, cool. Yeah, Roger will give it to me. And
Cool
I'll
enough.
I'll write it down and I'll just mail you when I get up in the morning.
And I'll give that to Tamara.
Cool. I'm great. Tamara, thank you very much. I really
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Seems really cool. I'm gonna have to drop by there one day. Down in Marshall or
Do
wherever.
you have the link to that for everybody else to check it out?
Yeah, for the
You have it in the description, I think you said.
yeah, hang on a second. Let me get the
Yeah, guys, check out
copy
this
this
book. It's
link.
pretty cool.
And this link just takes you right to her.
It's all
thing.
sophisms.
No, it's not all that. There's a chapter in there. There's a chapter in there.
Rocky keeps disappearing back into the wall.
Sob's Urban Dictionary.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. And these are the books by her. The Flat Earth Fundamentals, Flat Earth Introduction, Nuclear Weapons, and down here at the bottom you've got all of her books. So they're pretty good, man. Pretty good. You need to check them out. And I'll give them your guys' addresses. I've got Cubby's already. And D-Man's gonna email me his, and then she wants to send them copies of these
just look
books
to the
as well.
northeast. I'll send some smoke signals.
There you go. Okay, wait a second. Which way?
Aristophanes. Yeah, we measured the Earth.
Well, with this damn Earth spinning around, I can't tell what direction's what.
Damn, yeah.
Would the smoke also be changing direction?
My
Because
back.
relative to your position, it would be angled as it would rise up. So it would be, I don't know.
Don't go into it, man. It's not
Spiraling over my head right now.
Good to see everybody. Thanks.
You're right on, guys. So, don't everybody
Hey,
forget.
I guess.
Boy loves the working man. Don't trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And if you heard the shot, probably wasn't meant for you. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Good night, everybody.